Right, good evening all, good evening. I hope everybody is doing quite well. Right, so I am doing something I haven't really done before. I'm going to be streaming one of my role-playing games live tonight, as you guys would have seen. Excuse me. So basically, I have run, well, one of the main characters unfortunately can't join tonight. Something's come up and she needs to attend that, unfortunately, but she should be back, hopefully. Oh, hold on, get rid of that echo. Hopefully next week. She is one of the main characters that is currently in the mainstream, but unfortunately she's off tonight. Aaron, he's playing Ballsy. He's also one of the players I'm trying to level up to level 11. And the idea is they're going to be joining another game that we're running. So currently we're level 8. So we're going to be starting a new game called Ebon Destoyers. Hey Will, how's it going? And we are... Thanks AJ. That's basically where we are. So basically they've just entered a country called Jalmery. It is... Give you an idea of it. I'm not doing any accents or anything like that, but it's set in an Indian type of environment. So that's the type of environment they're currently settling in. So they've just landed in the docks. I will have a map up and ready running for you folks in a minute. Let me just quickly do my hellos. Hey Chrissy, Christelle, how's it going? You all right? Hey Will, you good? And we've got Clinton and Aaron already in the stream. Cool. So here we go. I'm switching over. I'm introducing everybody else. I will get them to introduce themselves as we go along. All right. Here we go. We're going here. Right. Okay, guys. We're just doing a quick introduction. Looking at Twitch, we're starting off at, looking at it, top left is Clinton. Clinton, please do a quick introduction. He's also one of the guys that joins my Tuesday night role-playing game, Tuesday night Neverwinter's Night game. Go. Yeah, Yep, the melted version. So who are you actually playing tonight, Clinton? Oh, shit. Hold on. Aha, now they can hear you. That makes life. So, Clinton. My bad. Sorry, people. So, yeah. So,
Hi,
Clinton's from South Africa.
I'm playing. Yeah, sorry, Scott.
Yeah, no, sorry, Clinton. So, yeah, as Clinton said, he's currently in South Africa, currently from the land of heat and no money. I've just, as you guys heard me, I've asked him who he's playing. So, Clinton, who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing Renin, the shape-shifting rat rogue.
Okay. Right, yeah. So you said you're a shapeshifter. What type of shapeshifter are you?
Already, are you asking me things? I
So,
just think rat every time I
right,
think my character.
okay. So Clinton's shapeshifter is what they call a skulkling.
a Wuretkin,
Yes, so,
skinwalker,
yeah. So the actual
and not
class,
skulk.
yeah, the sub race is called a skulkling. They have got the lycanthrope bloodline, but they're not a first generation lycanthrope. They are somebody who has it sprung up somewhere in the family genes, and he has the ability to do a little bit of shapeshifting. Vicky's playing a similar character. We'll do an introduction with her later on, but that's basically what shapeshifter skulkling is. Right, so yep, he's playing a rogue. Right, next down the line is Mr. Muty, which is Chris. Floor's yours.
First of all, Mr. Muty was my father. You can call me Muty.
Sorry.
Hi,
Muty Junior.
Rich. My name's Chris. I'm playing Squib the Shaman. Hi, I come from not the land of of heat and South Africans. I come from the UK, so mahalo.
All right, so
Is that what you expected?
so you're saying playing Squib. So what Squib? You say he's a shaman. What race are you playing?
He is a gnome shaman, a small gnome shaman. Don't expect to see him because he's invisible. He is an archetype of shaman. Don't ask for what it is. It's crystal tender. I don't remember what it does. Picked it ages ago. But I am a shaman crystal tender of level 9, I think.
Yes. Right, next down is Aaron.
Hey, my name's Aaron. I'm from the UK as well, and I'm currently playing Ballsy, the human slayer / shadow dancer, who
Interesting.
likes to use a bow instead of like up close and personal. So
Yeah, you like to keep everything at a distance.
ideally, yes.
Yes, it's a very interesting one. That you, which one, AJ? Which one's laggy? I know Clinton will be very laggy because of the connection in South Africa. And I seem to have a bit of an internet issue tonight for some unknown reason. But anyway, so yeah, you took a dip into Shadow Dancer, which is very interesting. Yeah, so we will come to that because I'll be very interested to see how you're going to play it from here. And at the moment, last, we have a Damien. What are you playing? Who are you playing?
I am playing Rental and Skoenlapper. We're a vigilante, two different identities. Our ancestry is a bit of a hodgepodge and a mystery. We are divinely inspired and guided by the great goddess Desna. And currently she sent us to this region on a specific objective to recover a certain set of items, and if necessary to remove a certain set of obstacles. I don't know precisely what happened, but on the boat down here suddenly I felt a strange awakening. My profession as a fortune teller, I found myself actually being a bit more competent when it comes to fortune telling and foreseeing the future, which is quite surprising, especially because until now I was only doing it as a job. I didn't expect to be any good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that. I also happen to have my trusty cat that follows me everywhere, except when it's hiding. That may appear later on.
Okay.
What's the name of the cat?
Right.
That's complicated.
Okay, what I'm going to have to do, quickly, just to interject, to apologise, is I think for tonight I'm only going to run the roll 20 that I'm currently sharing, so the players are going to be seeing the GM layer, so the viewers will see the GM layer, which will make things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, let's see what we won't see then.
I'm hearing quite a lot of breakup from... Okay, now Clinton, are you hearing that on Twitch or here?
No, on Skype. So if you do hear lagging and things, it's likely my connection.
Right, that bloody sucks.
At least for me.
Yeah, okay. Ons sal 'n bietjie plan maak, né? Yeah, on my phone it looks all right. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, as I was saying to the guys, you guys have literally just pulled up. You guys are... Wow. Right, give me 2 secs. I thought I rejoined as GM. Okay, so basically, you guys have come into Jalmery at the main port. As I said, just to describe the current scene to you folks. Just loading this up now for us all. I'm actually going to... if I do right, so if I do that to that, what is that? I see. I see. Right, so this is currently where I'm actually going to move you there, bring you here, and I can full screen this, which makes life a little bit easier. Right, so this is the current map that we're all in. Unfortunately, the viewers are not going to get to see the perfect map, unfortunately. Oh well. I'll move myself a little bit over so we can see a key. There we go. Right, so sorry peeps, I'm just trying to do that so you can all get to see what's going on. Anyway, so you guys are pulled into the Harbour District. And now the Harbour District is mostly in 9, but you can see where all the actual ports are there by 10, which is the Surakapur. Now, as you guys get in, you notice it's literally a festival of festivities of colour. Nearly every single colour under the sun is like visible. So, as you guys... Yeah, so the adventure begins in Niswan, the capital island of a nation of Jelmeray. Currently, there is a celebration of I always struggle with these words. Jalmery, the traditional Verdurian festival of colours. Now, as you guys look out, you get to see... you observe many locals wearing robes that were once white, but now are smeared with a myriad of coloured dyes. The normal reserved Verdrani citizens rub multi-hued powders on each other's faces and yell exuberant, joyful blessings. Elaborate illusions of rainbow patterns, flowing auras, and sparkling bursts fill the sky or live in otherwise blank walls. So literally you see like the walls are covered in literally covers the walls. You get to see multicolored like pictures and whatnot on the walls. There is a strong aroma of flowers. Even the water, when you look at like people like spraying water around, even those have got colors in there, and they catch it. You see like they try and force it through like do you know like the end of a hose where you can get the spray effect? They've got something like that through a pump, and as you can see it spraying, you can see like the rainbow fly through it, and it all seems like a very happy festival that's going on. You see a variety of stands with food. You see a variety of stands with different types of drinks available. What do you guys do? The captain has turned round and said to you folks, we'll be leaving in about a week and a half's time. You guys got some time to spend with your time for yourselves. I know you guys are here to pick up that advisor for the Duchess back in Casomir. Whatever you guys want to do, more than welcome. If you can't find a place to actually bunk up in, you can always crash on the ship as well.
Good to know. Saves us
Much
money.
appreciated.
Okay.
No worries. So you guys turn around and you are faced with this festival of colours and a bunch of people. It's like really crowded. You can see it leads off into a marketplace. You see signposts all over the place. For those there's only 2 of you who could read Verdrani. You see like competitions are up to play around with. You see like a small basically you get to see like advertisements of different types of food, the different types of activities that are happening. You've got tug of war, drinking competition. You have an archery competition.
Archery.
Yep. You have a fighting competition to see who's the better fighter. There's an actual competition that's like an obstacle course. You need to, and it basically says something to the effects of you need to retrieve a set item from a difficult challenge. The winner receives a prize, type of thing. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, let's go check out those tournaments. Sounds like fun.
Hey Claire, how you doing?
So where's the archery?
The archery, okay. Right, so that's going to be by the Houses of Perfection. So same as the actual the sword fighting, or should I say the right? So the best way for me to describe this is you've got the typical Robin Hood type of archery area, the sword fighting and that. Do you remember, for those who have seen A Knight's Tale? Yeah, this is what I'm picturing there for the Knight's Tale. That type of where they did the whole two-handed sword, they fought each other. And Van Liechtenstein did quite well in that, and then he decided to try and become better at the jousting. That's the idea I'm going for. Okay.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Cliff Fisher's Dwelling. That's number 4. Right. So by number 4.
No, number 3.
Sorry, number 3. Where did number 3 go? Oh.
Yeah, 4's the high holy district.
Number 3 is where the whole obstacle course is.
Look at that.
Okay.
Looks like a rep warrant.
Yeah. So basically, that's where it mentions an obstacle course in that area. So if you guys would like to find out more information, that's where you go. Also, do you guys want to go exploring? Do you guys want to go check things out? What do you guys want to actually do?
I think we probably should find out about the person we're after first. Otherwise, if we just go off and exploring and forget about them, it's going to end badly for us.
Fair enough.
We come back empty-handed, you know.
Now, this is where Vicky was really good because she had notes.
Yeah.
So I think what we should do is we should get somebody who would be dedicated to do that tonight. That was... Right, so now... Uno momento, por favor. Almost came out as po.
Speaking about po, I'm going to go pour myself something to chill off quickly. Be right back.
Cool. Right. Yep, so I can't remember what the bloody Duchess's name is, and every time it's the same bloody thing. Give me that. Right, so nope, a little bit further up. Duchess.
Wasn't it Dark Artoria?
Sorry?
Wasn't it Dark Artoria?
I had that a second ago. No, that's Telegnous. Selphine Telegnous. Is that the name that is the advisor that you gonna go pick up?
One of the two.
I'm not sure. That's the name I've got in my notes.
Okay, hold on. Sulphine. Telegnous. What was the name there, Chris?
Dakartoria.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think. Give me a. This is what happens when you give out information. You don't take your own notes because you rely on somebody else to have written it down for you. All right, so we're going with that. Dakartoria is the advisor. Because basically, she wanted you to get her to help her niece to get that shipping company that they're starting up in Casomir up and running. Yeah, so that's the person who you're after. Now, she will be based in the Area 7 in the Commerce District Marketplace. That would probably be where you would find her. The heights, and you probably find out she might. Well, that there. Can I have a geography? Do any of you have either knowledge geography or knowledge local?
I have both.
Local, I can do.
Roll either which one.
It sounds like I might not be muted. My channel might not be muted there, Scott.
Sorry?
It sounds like my channel might not be muted.
13,
I'm hearing.
19.
No,
Feedback.
it's if Chris has spoken, if he's not muted himself afterwards, it picks it up a little bit.
Strange.
Knowledge, geography, 20.
Geography 20, cool, not a problem. What was your
And 17 on local.
cool?
26 local.
I'll do a
26
local as well.
Okay.
Oh, no, that was bad. 14.
14. Looking at this area, you probably state that it's the Heights, number 2, would be where she probably lives because she is from a well-to-do family. She's currently, from what you guys were told, that she does work in the Commerce and Marketplace District because she works for her father there. That's where she picks up the how to do the job, how to do what she needs to do. All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Did we get a letter of introduction for her?
I'm pretty sure you guys did. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, make our way to 7 then.
I'm going to attempt some diplomacy checks along the way to make sure we get there expediently. Inquiring as to where we may find this young lady.
All right. Cool. So, roll me.
Would you like some checks?
Yes, please. And where are you actually going to be asking? Excuse me.
Well, she's well known in the Commerce District. I look for the most businessman-looking people, most business-oriented type of people. So it's bankers, presumably, maybe some local security guards.
Right. So, do you want to?
People who would know her name, but obviously should be quite effective.
Because currently you guys are here, okay? In this area over here, okay? Now, do you guys want to ask
In
people?
10.
Yeah, near 10. For some odd
It's
reason,
near the docks. I'd imagine that the people near the docks would have access to ledgers with her involved. So
possibly you can ask. So, roll me a diplomacy check.
diplomacy. Cool. Would you like a diplomacy 31?
No, I would not. I would like a diplomacy of a 13 so I can tell you, no, you didn't find any information out. But unfortunately...
They rolled a 12.9. There you go.
and we're rounding down, not up.
Exactly.
Sorry, I realise I made a mistake. I'm in my social identity, so I get +4 to that. So that's 35.
Right. So, yeah. So basically, you find out that she stays at number 42, third. The house number she stays at 42. I don't really think they work with street names. In the High District. Yeah. In the High District. But she works in an accounting firm in the Commerce District. And the now you're asking me to think, you bastard.
Commerce District's number 7.
No, Commerce District. So she works for an accounting firm called the Tackers Ledgers. Basically like the Lord's Ledgers type of thing translated, because attacker is an actual title. Let me see if I can quickly get a...
She transcribes ledgers, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so attacker is... Right, let me just see if I can get the meaning of it. Right, so it's basically a respectful title for a nobleman or a landowner. Okay, so the guy who runs number 1, he's the landowner of this area, or he's like a nobleman. So it's like a nobleman's ledgers type of thing. That's kind of where it's coming from. Okay. Yep. So that's the information that you found, and he even gives you some directions. Luckily enough, you can speak Vidrani or otherwise. You might have needed to have hired up a translator.
I turn to the others. You need to pay me. I'm translating for you.
I look at you and I say, I relieve you of your duties, so you may go.
That's my opportunity to make some money.
At this point,
That funny.
I look at Clinton's character and Christian's character, and they can hear. They can hear in their heads the words, "What a tool."
Well, yes, he is.
Sadly,
I noticed it.
I didn't include him with it so he couldn't hear.
Fair enough.
Actually, you have a perception check if you want.
28.
I believe it's DC 20. Yeah, you'd hear say the word, something about maybe something relating to you in tools. I don't know. Maybe I think you're a handyman. Who knows?
I just want Bart to go, yes, I'm very handy.
Yes, I imagine you are. But either way, rolling on.
Right. So, where do you guys want to go? You guys are literally fresh off the boat.
And we're close to the commercial district, so I reckon we start there.
Cool.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic address. Which one of us is the best looking?
Me, of course. Damn it.
Whoa.
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors for this.
I was just going to say,
So you guys have
is
got
that how you always determine who's the best looking?
Rollies.
Okay.
If we're competing for who's the best looking, I would like to withdraw from the race.
Yes, especially because we can't see you.
I was about to say that, yeah, you need to be able to get seen for that.
Or maybe that's why he's invisible.
Well, isn't that how the song
question,
goes? He must be good.
What was that there, Damien?
Wasn't that what they said in the song, though? There was a song about that, wasn't there? You must be good looking because you're so hard to see.
Well, Lizard Spock doesn't exist in this particular era, but yes, I would have suggested that too.
And then, of course, there's always that movie Gnome Alone.
Oh, God.
Also true. But anyway, so I'll let one of you two brain exercise who's going to go first into that area.
Clinton, you could always have
I'll
the
trail
people with the
behind
feat
politely.
of toughness or what was it? Endurance to watch the movies Die Hard. So, who have you guys figured out who the prettiest is yet?
We'll roll for it.
No.
Whoever rolls highest gets to go first.
I'm looking like I need a shave.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be me. I rolled a 2.
So I'll sneak ahead and
I'll roll a d6.
see what's going on.
Right,
What
you're going to
dice did you
sneak in a
roll?
festival.
No, into the middle of town.
Fair enough. What was that there, Damien?
What dice did you roll, Aaron, to determine your looks?
D20. I
Ah,
was about to
d20.
say that blended into the background.
I could use this one.
One off d20. I got a 4.
Have a 1. I rolled a 1.
Apparently, Damien, you seem to be the prettiest, so you strut out first. But meanwhile, while this discussion was going on, Renan, poof.
Yeah, and the prettiest with my pig nose, yeah.
Where did that go? I didn't even notice him. Where'd he go? There's only 2 of us here.
Well, it's not like you were...
Right, so, Clinton, you
Yes.
push through, okay? You hear basically a language you are extremely unfamiliar with, okay? You see children running around playing with water balloons. You see all types of delicacies, from like small rabbits to rodents. You get to see rice. You get to see different colours of different food, like a slightly yellowy tinge, an orangey tinge. And it's basically, as you go through, you get different smells coming your way, from the food, from the drink, from the aroma of like fragrances. You've got incense. Do you know when you walk through a proper festival, you got all of this going on? So you go through, everybody seems really, really happy. Are you in human form?
Yes, most definitely.
Cool. I mean, where you're wearing all black and all dark colours, it's like...
Nope, I've got bright orange boots and a purple and yellow cape, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's
Purple
going to make you
yellow
stand out.
cape?
Yeah,
Yep,
to
the
stand
cape
out
on
of
the
that.
Montebank.
Okay,
It's
okay.
bright red and gold.
Right, so with those two things, you kind of blend in without a problem. And you see, like, people running around and whatnot. How far ahead do you go?
Only a couple of meters, a couple of yards.
Okay. So, Squib, while these two were busy having their argument with the rock, paper, scissors, what would you have been doing?
So, as far as the rest of the party are aware, I have made it clear that I'm going to be staying on the boat, continuing my regular crafting and just keeping safe and out of the way. But obviously, in the meantime, if anyone's going to be making excursions into the town, I'm obviously going to be following them in stealth.
Cool.
To see where I can intervene unbeknownst to the rest of the people.
Fine. Cool. So far, currently, while invisible, you've got these two arguing. You've got Rental and you've got Ballsy arguing who's the prettiest, and you've literally seen Redenan disappear off into the crowd.
And
I'm obviously not going to be
blazing
following
red and
Renan
orange
because that's
boots.
going to be
Right.
a
Dead giveaway.
it's going to be a hard trick to follow Renan because I might not be able to find him. But any of the more obvious members of the party, I'll see if I can follow into town.
Cool. So between you and Ballsy,
So,
you guys
Aaron and myself then.
Yep. So Rental and Ballsy have sorted out who's the prettiest, and Rental goes first. Is he doing the Sheriff of Rottingham's walk this way? Hey Claire, you good? Or are you just strutting your stuff ahead?
I was
Who's
thinking
strutting?
strutting my stuff, kind of like a catwalk kind of thing, you know. I should also point
excuse me,
out,
folks.
Aaron, did you translate the directions how to get to that place into common for him? Because I didn't. He's just snuck off ahead, and I think he's going to get lost.
Oh, that's his loss. He should have listened to us.
Maybe he's following us. Either way,
Should make life
maybe
interesting,
he speaks
yes.
for Drani. Who knows? Yes,
I'm going to do a perception check to see if I
that's cool.
turn around and see if I can find.
As I say, I'm
26.
wearing such bright clothing that it's difficult to miss me unless I want to be missed.
I didn't even recognise what you was wearing.
What?
A red and gold cape and red and orange boots.
Are they
With
rubber?
black pants
Are they rubber
and
boots?
a blackened chain vest.
Well, either way, we power on and make our way to the district we need to get to.
Cool.
Because we've got to find this person and make sure she's on board.
yes.
Otherwise, our trip here was a waste of time and we won't get paid.
Yes. I'll just keep nodding.
Right, so you guys mission off into the crowd. Again, as I said to Clinton, you guys are surrounded by happy people, people just enjoying the festivities, food, drink, and the different aromas as you guys walk through the festival. Now, as you guys, now Clinton, how far ahead are you scouting?
As I said, I need like 2 or 3 meters or so.
Cool. So you're still within visual shot of everybody.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of people behind me, the group behind me.
So, who's leading the way? I think that might be you, Damien.
I'm just
Apparently
skulking
it
behind.
is. So, I barrel on ahead,
Wait for me.
radiating an aura of professionalism, which I didn't know I could do. How long would it take for us to walk there?
As far as your electric
That's
carrier goes.
500 feet. So 500 feet would get you. What's that? Call that 40 what? Is that
So
really?
60 foot around.
So it's
Wait a second.
5.
So yeah, that's about 45 feet. So if you guys walk from, let's say, here, so it's going to probably take you like through the actual through the actual crowd. It'd probably take you about, I would say, about no longer than maximum an hour to get there. Probably shorter, because it's only like 180 feet away, but it's just, that's how packed everything is. So call it half hour.
While we're walking, I'm going to keep my hands in my
Cool.
pocket,
Half hour is good.
just so you know I don't get anyone sending my money.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Whilst he's walking, I'm going to keep my hands in his pocket.
Wait, what?
Fair enough.
Can you move it more to the right, please?
Give me a second. Claire, I think it is, what it is because we're feeding into OBS. There is a slight lag between, because I noticed what I'm seeing here on Skype and what I'm seeing here on OBS. There's a little bit of a lag. Let me try this. Give me 2 secs.
We do have
There's a setting in
hold on.
OBS for.
Because I noticed what I'm seeing here on Skype and what I'm seeing here on OBS, there's a little bit of a lag. Let me try this. Give me 2 secs. Hold on. If I do this, this might actually help. What I've done is I've switched off the audio for the desktop background and my mic on what's it called, and I've just switched everybody on here audio on. So when you guys talk, it's feeding through your feed into here, and I've muted everything else. So hopefully that's fixed it. Cool.
Sure, so I'll walk on ahead towards the house, towards the door number we need.
No, not
just
at all,
to confirm,
Claire. Not
so
at
I've
all.
got Ballsy
This is the
following
first time
me,
we're actually doing it properly. It's just trying to figure it out.
and
But thank you
Squib.
very much. Anyway, so getting
And
back
I'm
to
following
Revenue is
front.
obviously
David,
hiding
you
in
said
front
you
of
were in the
us.
lead.
That's-
Yes.
Oh,
Carry
you
on.
got it for the front, yeah. Cool.
Oh.
I make it to the door, and from my knowledge of the language, would there be any customs as to how to knock on the door in this local area?
No.
You have to knock steps.
So 3 knocks would be fine. I would not be inviting disaster by doing so.
Is there a massive knocker there?
No, there's not a massive knocker there.
Oh, well, that's my other character in it.
I knock 3 times on the door and I take 2 steps back.
Fair enough.
I wait
just
patiently.
2 times.
Right, so door opens. So the door opens, and I would say the girl who answers the door looks to be in her early 20s, and she says in Vedrani, "Hello, yes."
Hello. We were sent by the Baroness to fetch someone to help her niece with her boating business. I have a letter of introduction here.
And she goes out, reaches her hand out to take it.
As that happens, I pop over his shoulder. My head just pops over his shoulder.
Yes, Claire. No, she doesn't. So you going to do what there? Sorry, Aaron?
As he's basically handing over the letter, my head just pops over his shoulders like, see what's going on.
All right, so the girl that you see there is dark complexioned, basic, picture somebody from India, okay? That type of complexion. Hair pulled back in a plait over her shoulder. She's wearing modest clothing, and she's now standing there reading said letter. And she's like, yes, I know her very well. Come in. And she steps back, opens up the door, and offers you, lets you guys come into the actual house. She offers you, would you like a drink?
Do you have alcohol?
She turns round and actually says, yes, I do. Where did it go? We've got the drink called Tandy. It's a local alcohol beverage that we have.
Yeah.
It normally gets brought out quite often with the festival, so we obviously keep the festival and that going by a couple of barrels. You guys want to? Does anybody else want some, or is it just you?
Most definitely me. I'll take the whole barrel.
With the
Per
straw.
chance, do you have any copy?
Sorry, sir, what was that?
Do you have any copy?
What's that?
It's an Indian drink. It's a filtered type of coffee.
Ah, right, okay, yes. So obviously she would. I thought you were talking about a normal drink from somewhere else in the Galorian. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
no, she says, yeah, sure, I've got that.
Thank you. I've never tried it before. I'm quite eager to sample the local flavours, if you understand what I mean.
Okay. And she looks at you, Clinton.
Oh, nothing for me, thanks.
Okay. So she offers you guys a seat, grabs the drinks for you folks, and she calls her uncle out. And she's like, in Vidrani, obviously, she's actually explaining everything. And she, father looks at you, and again, when he asks, do any of you speak Vidrani?
Finger goes up.
I'll answer him in undercommon, since like it makes no sense anyway.
I got bored. I learned it.
I respond that some of us do speak Vidrani. Yes, thank you.
We learned it on the boat.
If you have any concerns, we're happy to translate.
No.
We're happy to translate it if it would help for you.
He turns around and starts speaking English. It is broken.
English?
Or common. It is broken. You know, it comes across as he speaks English very deliciously since he was free. Since he was fresh. And basically explains like, no. If I like to accommodate where I can, so if all of you cannot speak my language, I don't mind speaking your language. It's not my first language. I do apologize for errors. But so you're here to take my niece to Casomir, is it?
Yes, Casomir, that is correct, yes.
Yep, so to go work with the Duchess over there, yes. I've got no problems with that. When would she be leaving?
We are currently moored in the docks for the next week. We should be departing fairly timely at that point. We'd very much appreciate if she'd prepare herself for the journey. We had a fairly uneventful journey coming over here, other than rescuing a few sailors, yeah. But otherwise, there really wasn't that much happening, so it seems like a fairly safe trip. The climate is a bit wetter than she may be used to. She may want to bring some warm clothes just in case.
All right. Just for a quick show to the people who are watching, just to give you guys an idea of where they came from. So over here, I should actually upload a better map, but over here is where they started their journey, here in Casomir. This is part of the Taldor country. So they've sailed from there down to here. And that was their journey that they took, which took them about a month to follow the coastline to the actual country that they're heading now, or that they're currently in, should I say. And that's basically the route that they took. So when they say it's going to be wetter, so basically you're looking at southern hemisphere going back up to the top hemisphere, the northern hemisphere. Not always the best because, well, different weather definitely changes one's perspective. Right.
It's also a good idea when you're trying to convince someone to go somewhere, they'd be fully aware of what they may find helpful to prepare for. They also suggest if there's anything else also you might want to take with you, like any specific tools or equipment, there is space on the boat reserved for that. As I was hired as a bodyguard, yes, I know. But I'm referring specifically, I've actually kept some space available in the same quarters that I was using, and I'm happy to relinquish them. I can confirm it's fairly secure.
She's like, thank you. So they ask you to stay for, if you guys want to stay for dinner, you're more than welcome to come around for dinner.
Greatly appreciate that.
They actually, the uncle asks, so is it your first time here to Niswan?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It is.
Yep.
Right, so I would definitely, especially with this festival time, have a wander around, and I would definitely suggest having a quick peek around and see what's what, and have a little bit of fun. We come back round about, I would say, well, you guys, I think, probably pulled about early, mid-morning, so if they say, come back at 5, and don't eat too much, because we're going to cook you dinner as well.
Incidentally, do you have any fish dishes?
Yes. You have fish dishes.
Is it possible to reserve a very small portion for my familiar? His name's Scornlap, but I'd very much appreciate it if something could be cooked for him.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all.
Thank you.
Right, cool. So, is your familiar going with you through the festival as well?
Oh yeah, he'll be following me like a shadow, basically.
Right.
The beauty of the black cat, you know.
Right. So, what do you guys want to do now? You guys got you guys have made your contact with your appointment. Now you guys have got the entire day
Excellent.
available to you.
Let's go. It's
so-
all festival.
Okay. So, as you guys go through the festival's happening all over the place. It's mostly down in the docks district, but festival is happening all over the place, like through areas 7, area 5. I don't think area 5 is going to be doing it, but number 4, the high holy district, and so that'll be 4.
All the way down to 3.
Yeah, so not so much area number 2, but definitely like 4, 7, 3, 9, and 10, and 8.
Now, you did mention this previously,
Mm-hmm.
that this was part of the Kingdom of Jalmery, correct?
Yes, it is Jalmeray. Niswan is the capital of Jalmeray.
Yeah, because we did some knowledge checks previously before we came here.
Yes.
You also mentioned, according to my notes that I did take, there are the houses of perfection nearby.
Yes, that is correct. That's area number
I'd very
8.
much I'd like to investigate those at some point, but that sounds tantalizing.
All right. Well, that's where basically a lot of the like the fighters, the archers, and those like the monks and that prefer to go.
Excellent. So I think we're all headed in that direction anyway then. Unless anyone else has anything else burning. Were there any specific competitions that people wanted to partake in?
I'm going to go towards the archery area to see what's going on about that.
I'll tag along just to see what mischief I can get up to.
Cool.
Again, I put my hands in my pockets.
And you found that they're missing.
Oh no, there's a hole in my pocket.
Oh my god, he just lost his hands.
No, I was going to say, yeah, lost his hands. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so now you want to head up to the number 8. So
Yeah, archery.
you guys mission your way through, and what they're doing is you've actually got an area which is the entry side of things. So you see there's an actual line to a table where people actually sign up for their events. And again, very similar to very much plagiarism, and I do apologize for that, but hey ho. How do you think many role-playing games are played and run? Right, so basically, you see a long line. There's probably about, when you guys join the end of it, there's about 12 people in the queue, okay? So you guys want to go sign up. So you guys wait there. Again, Damien, you just hear local chit-chat as to what's going on, just local rumors, nothing of fantastic. You know, it's like, what would be a basic, like, have you heard about the feud between so-and-so and so-and-so? You hear that, yeah, it got resolved. You hear just general local gossip, nothing that is life-changing or anything to that effect. But it's just general local gossip. It's nothing crazy. Now, you guys get up to your turn to actually join, put your names down for the activities. And you get greeted in, again, Vadrani, and they ask, names please.
Ballsy. I said that with Johnny.
Ah, I forgot you do that as well. So you say Ballsy, so they look at you funny, and I go, okay, they write your name down, Ballsy.
So Ballsy to you.
They scribble that out, and they write, actually it's more of a Lord.
Yeah. Lord just doesn't sound right. Lord Ballsy, no, doesn't really work.
Fair enough.
It's to this point that my familiar runs off.
Cool. You're familiar.
Yeah, my familiar has run off in a direction.
Okay.
Everyone can see it go.
Never to be seen again.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe not.
Interesting. You guys are seeing me fiddle around too much. All right, cool. This is basically what happens when a GM is busy playing around with things. The map goes wonky. Right, so you guys then decide, right, so hold on. So you guys are signed in now. You've got Ballsy, so they ask you what do you want to participate in?
For me, it's going to be archery.
Archery. Okay.
Yes.
So you want to do the archery. Now, so they ding on what you're looking at. Now, when they look at you, Rental, what are you?
I was about to, at this point, I look at the rosters and the events and the registers of the events, and as I'm about to say something, everyone sees a hand being put on my shoulder.
Okay.
They all see a familiar cloaked individual standing right behind me.
Okay. And what does this figure look like?
He's wearing a mask, and his body is covered in a thick cloak.
Oh no, it's Batman.
Which?
Hello?
Now, where did he come from?
Where'd he go?
I was waiting for that.
He just appeared.
He just appeared out of nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Now,
basically, it's from the shadows nearby. He just emerged from the shadows.
right.
And he's standing there right next door to me silently. I'm looking at him like, can I help you?
And what does he do?
He says one word.
SpongeBob.
Okay, now, for those who are not familiar with this group at the moment, Ballsy recognizes him, and the person who's currently not there recognizes him, and Rennan recognizes him.
It's his long lost dad. I'm here for you, son.
It's not Darth Vader. So...
In which case, I'll turn to the party and say, well, he wants to go into the arena by the sounds of it.
All right.
Me? I don't think I want to partake in any of these events, truth be told.
That's all right. You can always
When
go
you
forward.
looks interesting.
When you say we recognize him, who do we recognize him as?
Right, so when you guys were fighting in the sewers, you guys recognize him as the character who, like, one of the guys who stepped in to help you guys fight. And that was the one after you were chasing that Inquisitor through the dungeons.
The Darrow.
Yeah, the Darrows, before you met up with the Clockwork Mage and the other group of Darrows.
Is this the guy
This is the one
that
who keeps-
randomly appeared and then disappeared?
Bingo.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while the other guy was lying sleeping.
Yeah, so you guys do recognize him as that chap. If I'm not mistaken, he's got like does he have a symbol on him, like anything that's recognizable?
He does. He has a pendant with a purple butterfly on it.
And for those who are not from South Africa, skoenlapper means butterfly.
Skoenlapper.
Yeah, skoenlapper. So,
Skoenlapper.
So I can see this person and Rental at the same time.
yes. But,
Apparently,
But suffice to
hold on.
really confused Squib.
Hold on. So, if both Ballsy and Renan could proverbially put your fingers in your ear holes and go la 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 la, you will notice Squib. And again, sorry, Damien, this is an actual factor.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that the bond. Hold on, did you guys still have that bond up and running?
I hadn't had the bond up and running because I would have put the bond on Rental as we left the boat.
Cool. So, yeah. So it's you only actually have the 3 people around you's bond on there. Okay.
Okay.
So just hold on. For those at home in Pathfinder with the shaman Chris is playing, he has an ability to have a magical link to each player. So he can then kind of, whenever they take damage, he has the ability to give some of his life force to them to keep them going for a while. So generally he has, when Vicky's here, he's got one to Vicky, let me get this right, to Kika, to Rental, to Ballsy, and to Renanan. So that means as long as they're within 100 feet, you will see his token, and he's got like this border around him. So when everybody's inside the border, the map looks one color, but when you get to the edge of the border, you will see the difference. That's his 100 feet link to the entire party. Anybody leaving that area disconnects the link. Just when we get into that scenario, you can see what's going on. So yes, you won't even recognize, and the thing is because of what happened.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question, Scott?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris, would you have put that bond on my cat?
Would I have been where you had a cat?
Yes. It's been
Then
with
yes,
me
I would.
more or less everywhere I've went. Okay, then where Skoenlapper is standing, you still feel a bond there.
Did Skoenlapper go 100 meters away 100 feet away to change?
Do apologize, people.
No. It went away and came
Then
back.
Okay, this has left me even more confused than before.
Yeah, no, the thing is the reason why I brought it up is during the adventure of the underground, I do believe that you had your link up and you recognized that the link didn't break when... Now, I could be wrong, and that's why I'm bringing it up now, because, Squib, you might pick up the fact that he's not attached to you normally, like he was before.
Of course. Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm noticing this bond attached to this person I didn't put a bond on, and Squib's just standing there like, hold up.
Yeah, this is why I brought it up, because when Rental first joined, you hooked the bond up, and then when he was lying unconscious, Skoenlapper came in, the bond hadn't broken, and then afterwards, Rental Skoenlapper had actually broken the bond by going that exploration phase for a while. Okay, and since then...
It's a fun little...
Yes. Yep. So just dropping that little hint there. Right, so Ballsy and Renan can now stop saying la 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 and pull their proverbial fingers out of their proverbial ears. All right? Back to the game. Right, so, so you got Skoenlapper rocks up, puts his hand on...
Rental's shoulder. And basically tells him and then basically you hear the words combat, and basically Rental gets the impression that Skoenlapper wants to get into the tournament.
Was it a
Rental, however, doesn't have that interest.
Sorry, Ballsy?
Was it a squeaky voice or like a really dark, deepy voice?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. There you go.
Let's just say I'm not doing the same thing that Ben Affleck did when he was playing Batman. You know. Just...
Now, quick question, Damien. This is a technical question for the game itself. Now, as with psychics, they don't have too many of the somatic verbal components.
Yes.
Is that the same for the occultist?
Yes, it is.
Excellent, fantastic answer to my question. So, carry on. So
Cool.
he looks up.
He appears. He gives me. Yeah.
The guy's looking up, going. So name.
He turns around and says, "Scornlapper."
Spell that.
Scornlapper.
Writes it down.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll be here a while.
And event.
There's 15 V's in it, obviously.
Definitely.
And event.
Incidentally, what are the actual rules for the
Right.
gladiator event? The gladiatorial fight?
Actually, I didn't have a look at the actual how the gladiator thing worked. I didn't have the time.
That's fine.
But
The
basically,
fighter event.
you get given basic armor. If you use the shield, you get given a basic shield, and you get given a basic weapon of whatever weapon you use. So in your case, yours was a rapier. So they'd give you a bog standard rapier to use, and it's going to be your skill versus them. And basically, it's all going to be subdual damage, non-lethal because the weapons are not sharp. It's just basically whoever gets to deal between 20 and 30 points of damage. Whoever gets that point first wins. You guys get, it's 9 rounds total spread over 3 days. So that's 3 rounds a day. You get 5 healing spells to be able to use between the 3 fights. Yep. Okay, so if you really get pummeled in the second fight and you've only used 3 healings, they use 2 more healings to heal. They've used 3 healings. They've only got the last 2. You walk in with just that heal up. You're not back up to your full hit points. And then for the next day, if you've got no more healings, you've only got your night's rest to heal you up the extra hit points. And then you go into the combat the next again with whatever hit points you're on, and you get another 5 healing spells.
That's cool.
So the idea is without any funky abilities, it's your skill and your stamina versus their skill, their stamina. Okay.
That's fine then. Actually, yeah, in which case, what armor sets are they offering for the event?
It's a bog standard medium armor chain shirt.
Do they do light armor sets?
They can do if necessary.
Gambeson specifically?
Sorry?
Gambeson specifically, or quilted cloth?
Leather, studded leather.
But will they do quilted cloth?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, he'll do the event anyway, by the sounds of it, so
cool.
He'll have to discuss it with the quartermaster. But thank you. So the skull mapper, and at that point, I turn around, he's vanished, which is bloody helpful.
Right. So basically, they said.
I look at Ballsy, and I'm like, does he always do that?
Yes. He sighs as he says that.
Yeah.
Chris, your bond?
Is on you.
You notice that as he disappears, the cat is in his place.
And I've still got the same bond, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I'm suspicious but I don't know why.
You're suspicious. I thought I was suspicious, but moving on.
No, you're suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm on to you.
Scott,
Yes.
this I'm assuming this gladiator match is going to take place in an arena, yeah?
It's not so much as an arena. Basically, what they've done is they've got an open field, and they've actually got, because they've got a couple of people entering into the competition, they've actually got like 3 like circles put to one side. Okay. In the actual area, there's actually 6 circles. So you've got the gladiator ones, which are just going to be the proper sword fighting. They're in a fairly large-ish area. I would say something very similar to a like a wrestling ring.
Sure.
But what they've got is actual wooden fences around them, and they've got 3 of those next to each other. So basically, people can spectate and watch. Fighters are in the middle. And then you've got the 3 smaller circles behind, which you actually see people with daggers. They've got this leather cuffs on their wrist, and they've actually got a cord attached to the other person, and they're fighting with a little dagger.
Okay, would you say, highly pathetically speaking, I could walk into the middle of one of these arenas while a fight is going on?
Yes, you could, but while invisible, there is going to be a chance of somebody bumping into you. But yes, you could.
That's fine.
Yes, you could.
Okay. I might be doing some of that when the fighting happens.
Cool. Right, so, actually move you this side. Right, cool. Now, so what they're going to do is, Damien and Aaron, could you please roll me a d20?
Do you want a good roll, or is any roll good enough?
Basically, the person who gets the highest event happens first.
Well, I'm 7, so...
What, you're
15.
certain? Right, so... Nope, that's not the one I was looking for. That is not the book you are looking for. What I'm looking for is... Yeah, no, basically where I've actually had issues with my Skype. And make some tea. Cool. No problem, Clinton. Where did the NPC for Inner Sea go? NPC Codex? Nope. What one of it? Yeah. Codex is a lot easier. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call up a bunch of rangers.
It wasn't me, officer, I swear.
I didn't say police rangers.
Oh.
Right. So basically, it's just something I've got to work with. Right. So what we're going to do is I'm not going to work too much on initiative, so we're going to go. All right. So what we're going to do is let me take those 4. Right, cool. So I've got 4 guys I'm taking an initiative with. Dice would be wunderbar. Right, so as I was discussing with Aaron earlier on, before we started the stream, how the game works, you've got 6 arrows each, and 3 targets. 1 at 30 feet, 1 at 220 feet, and 1 at 550 feet. Obviously, the distance they are away does affect your shot. I'm not going to bore the rest of you guys with the details. For those who are interested, you can text me and I'll let you know later. But basically, you've got to hit a target and the arrow's got to stick into the target. The blue one is 1 point. The the green one was 3 points, I think it was, or 2 points. Let me just boom, bada boom, bada boom, boom, boom. Right, so what was it? The blue. Yeah, so it's 1 point for the red, the blue. For the green, it is 3 points. No. Yeah, and the red is 5 points. If you roll a crit, so let's just do this. So blue equals 1 point. Yep, 1 point. Green equals 3 points. Red equals 5. Okay. Now, the bows they're using are only 100 feet increments. So we've already worked out how this is going to work. Okay. We are then going to go initiative. Okay, so Aaron, you may roll.
So I'm not allowed to use my own arrows then?
No.
Damn.
You've been given 6 arrows.
If I may, Scott,
Yes.
before this event fully takes place, or as it takes place, as Aaron comes up to bat to start shooting, I'm going to put the fortune hex on him.
Excellent. Cool.
Which does
And
what?
throughout the whole of the bout, I shall be chanting at a distance.
Excellent. Okay. So in other words, you get to roll a d20, one of your d20s twice. Basically, 5th edition, yeah, advantage.
Basically, yeah, I get it.
Okay. But that's only on one shot. Okay. Now, you got many shot, don't you?
No, I have. What do you call it?
Rapid.
Rapid shot.
Okay. So basically, you've got 6 rounds. You can shoot 1 arrow a round, or if you, I suppose if you've got many attack, you can shoot off enough. But basically, it's a normal round. Okay. For every time you get an extra arrow out, you get a 2 points bonus. So in one round, if you went, let's say, 3 shots, and next round you go another 3 shots, that's your 6 arrows gone, and that would give you out of 6 rounds, that's 2, so that will give you 2, 4, 6, 8, and 8 extra points.
So if I shoot twice a round, because I could do that basically anyways.
Yeah. So if you shoot twice a round, so that's 4 arrows gone, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. In 3 rounds, you get an extra 6 bonus points.
Yeah, let's do 2 shots per round then.
Excellent. Okay. So, that's where it went. Roll me an initiative, please.
Initiative. So, 20.
20. Cool. So, we are... Okay. Wada. Right, so we got... I'm doing 4 extra guys in there, so there's 5 people in the tournament. So the first one is on a 10, and that is the mounted archer. He's not on a horse, don't worry.
It's about to say, it's a bit unfair.
16. So the Gnome Ranger. Oh God, that sounds terrible. Who's a tunnel rat, is on a 19. Gnome Ranger, fuck's sake, sounds like the Lone Ranger. Dwarf Ranger. That's a 17, a 19 again. that's 0.2. That's 0.1. And the Elf Ranger rolled straight off the natural 20. Is a 14. Okay, so we have Aaron up first. Be helpful if I could put the 2 A's in your name. Aaron, followed by GR, followed by DR, and no, not damage reduction, followed by the ER, which is not the emergency room, followed by the MA. Okay. So
He's a martial artist.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shut your smart mouth.
What the heck does MA stand for?
Mounted Archer. But it depends on what game system you're talking about. MA could mean movement. If you're talking about real life, that's mixed martial arts. Yeah. You got Mother Africa if you are into the country.
Or my ass.
Listen, I don't want to go there. But you're up first, Mr. Twaticus.
Well, twice then.
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, bonus. So that means you get a that's a bullseye.
Or the 12.
Right. So
20,
first of all, which one did you go for?
I went for the middle one.
The green. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, that should net you. All right. So roll me damage, please.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Right, so that sticks. So you've done 9 points of damage. Sorry, you get 9 points for that one. Yes.
Then guessing the second shot.
Yep.
14 was the highest. So 14 plus 5 is 19.
So that's you've beaten the armor class of 7.
For the middle one again, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so what's your damage?
That would be 11.
11, so it sticks. So you just hit a normal hit on that green, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a 12 total. Actually, it would just be a lot easier if I did it this way. 1, 2. That's fine. Right, so that's your turn done, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, when I took those shots, I would have studied the one that I was after. So the middle one.
Yeah, that's
So I
fine.
got my plus from that.
How much?
I would have got my pluses from the right move to
okay,
it.
okay. No problemo. Right, so next up is the Gnome Ranger. So let me have a look at Mr. Gnome Ranger. Now, you got a +1 longbow, so we could ignore the magical +1 from that. Now, what's your... It's +8, so that's -2. Okay.
Is this gnome using magical weapon?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
What I'm
Oh.
doing is because the stats have already included the magical weapon,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually busy working that out. Because I've literally got to just subtract it. Without bark skin, cat's grace, resist energy. Right, so...
As the gnome is about to take his shot, I'm going to try and hit him with misfortune.
Cool. So... Rolled straight off the natural 1. Thank God for that. It's an enchantment, right?
Mind affecting effect.
If it's not, then if it's not. Hold on.
I don't believe it's an enchantment.
Yeah, no, then that's fine. That's a total of a 19.
Okay, that'll pass.
Cool.
But you're still 1 round.
For 1 round, cool.
Which I can obviously extend by chanting, so I'm going to still be at the back like...
My apologies. I was looking at the wrong one. So that's actually an 18.
Yeah, that's fine. That's still the DC 17, but I'll still be extending it by chanting at the back. Just like,
Cool.
I know I'm invisible, but a thumbs up to Aaron, like you can do it.
And this
I
is
just-
now a misfortune.
I just get this picture in my head. You doing that? Even I don't know.
Okay. So, to die. To die or not to die? Middle is the one we're going for. Now, misfortune, I've got to take the lowest, which is an 11. Okay. So we drop the fact that he's got a magical +1. So that's a plus 11, 1 shot, plus 11. So he hits.
I apologise. I've said the wrong hex. It was evil eye, so it's not the 2 dice. It's just a -4. So to take the highest dice, just take a -4 to it. It was evil eye. I don't have misfortune.
Ah, okay. So that's an 8 on the dice, plus 11 is a 19, so he still hits. It's the green one, so that's 3 points. And that's him done, because guess what? He's only got 1 shot. And he blew it. So that's
One
shot.
opportunity.
Yes, I was waiting for that. Right, so is your... Nope. Now for the Dwarven Ranger. Right, so that's a +9. Cool. So the Dwarven Ranger takes a shot. He's actually going to try and shoot the far one.
As he stepped up to bat, evil eye again. I'm just trying to nerf the competition.
Natural 20.
God damn it.
And he got the back
Again,
one.
still for 1 round. Still for 1 round.
Yep. So that one is 5 points. If I remember getting a natural 20, it's 15.
Fuck.
So, but he's only got 1 shot. Okay, he made that count. Now for the Elven Ranger, she steps up.
Same thing.
Cool. Right, so -4. So she pulls out a bow. And she tries the first shot at the far side. Flunk that. That. Gone.
I think I can still see it going. Nope.
Right, so the Dwarven Ranger. Oh, crap. My apologies. It's the Dwarven Ranger was up next. I do apologize. I was already working on the right one. I just used... Yep, no, the right one. No, wait, hold on. Dwarven Ranger hit. Sorry, my apologies. She shoots 1, she shoots another. And that's a natural 12, which makes that a natural 8. Plus 10. Oh, she makes that. She pegs it once, which is a 5 points. They're going all hell out. Now, for the mounted archer. Whoops. Oh, straight off the 18. Misses.
Again, evil eye in case.
Cool. So that's evil eye. Evil eye.
Assuming I can stay within 30 feet of all of these contestants, then it'll be extended as long as I can as well.
Cool. The way I picture it, do you know, like the typical archery range where you see a couple of people next to each other? That's basically what they're all doing. So yeah, you're going to be well within range. Hey, Will, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Right, so next up, second round. Aaron, it's Ballsy's turn. Which one are you going for? Are you going to be ballsy?
So that one that got the natural 20.
Yes.
Which one did he shoot? The middle one or the one right at the end?
The far one.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's why
So
he's on 15 points.
How many points am I on?
12. Rats.
And I've still got fortune on me.
Yes.
Alright. Then I'm going to do one shot on the middle one.
One opportunity.
And then one shot on the right at the back.
Cool.
So the first...
Do you want to do the far back one first?
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually,
Just remember,
So-
armor class 11. That's all you have to hit.
yeah, it's a natural... Well, I lose my pluses on this, don't I? So,
It's a minus 10 to hit.
yeah. So I basically it's a flat roll. So I rolled an 18.
Cool. You hit it, so you get 5 points.
Then, yeah, I'll go for the second one.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice. On the green one, that gives you 9 points again. So that gives you 12 plus 21. Cool.
That's by 2 shots.
Wait, that looked like a 21. So currently you're sitting at 26 points, okay? And that was your 2 shots. I'm giving you double tick in your thing so I can count that one you've hit 6. That's it. Now time for the Gnome Ranger. Natural 14, which makes that a 10. He's aiming at the middle. I should have gone for the far one, but he hits the middle for 3. Here is the Dwarven Ranger. Not the natural 20, so he's hitting the far one again. So that is a natural 15, which is a natural 11, which hits anyway. So he gets a 5 there. So he goes up to 20. Elven Ranger. Right, what she does is 2 at the back. Right at the back. Because he's just rolling a flat roll on that with a minus 4 on top of Ooh. No. Minus 10. No, yeah, minus 1, minus 5 to the roll. Oh, he missed. He didn't hit. He missed. Now her. Far one on the first one. Ooh. 15, that's a hit. So she gets there. And she's going for the middle one. Yeah, she hits. Right. Now for Mounted Archer. Natural 1, he misses. So far we've got a guy with no points at all. Right, so round number 3, Mr. Ballsy.
Same again. One right at the back and then one middle.
Cute.
17 right at the back.
That hits, bang on, easy.
I rolled a 17 and a natural 1. Whew.
So
That fortune's helping me.
yes, that fortune is helping you. So you get an extra 5 there.
Yeah, the middle one.
Don't worry, I got my boy.
I remember.
Your baby doll. No.
21.
That's a hit. So you get another. So that puts that up to 26. So that gives you a total of 36 points.
Nice.
Right. So next up is the Gnome Ranger. That's a cock die. Natural 14. Give me a second. So the Gnome Ranger, the Tunnel Rat, is a plus 11. So that's a... Yeah, he hits that middle one quite easy. Now for the Dwarven Ranger, he's going for the far one. And he's got a plus... Basically, He's rolling at a -5. Wow. But he doesn't know this. Oh. -5. He got an 11. So he just hit it. Elf, she's doing the gain far middle. So that is a +14. Oh, 12 plus. She hits that one. 12 plus 14 is a 26 minus the 4. Still hits. Oh, do you know what we've not been doing? What's been your damage?
Crochet.
No, I forgot. I completely
my
forgot.
damage. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. They're running just D8s. Nope, does not stick. That sticks. So, what's her pluses? Yep. Nope. So that one's a bit easier to stick in, isn't it? It's what I need to do. I do apologize, people at home. This is basically what happens during an actual game. Right. Right. So the green is a hardness 2, so that would have stayed. Yeah, as long as you rolled. Oh, you're doing more than 2 damage, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing an H straight out the back without even having to roll.
Yeah, and the back one's hardness is at 4, so that's fine. I'm gonna just worry about the damage from here forward, just to make life easier. So you were going third round 10 Dwarven Ranger, so you went for a middle one this time. Yep, so that strikes. Do you do enough damage? No, it does not. Her 10. That's a minus. That's a. She misses on the first one. Middle one hits, so she gets 3 points. Last chap. Cock die. It actually hits, and it actually sticks. Right, so he actually gets a middle point. So he's now, the last guy is actually now finally on the board. Right, cool. So Ballsy, your turn again. This time we're just going to remember to roll the damage.
Have we done all 3 rounds already?
Oh yeah, shit, that's right. So you get 2 points. So that's plus 2, 4, 6. So you get plus 6 there. 2, 4, 6. So she gets plus 6 there. Let me just do this. Right, so middle one. One misses. No, wait, hold on. The second one is the blue. The middle one is hardness 2. So yeah, so she gets 2 more there. So that's 3, 3. So again, catch, hit, Miss. Hit. So that's 3 points for you. 6 points for you. And her. Oh, she's already done. Last guy. Ah, he... Right, so the mounted archer is out the competition completely. Okay. Aaron, you've got 42 points overall. Okay.
Nice.
The Gnome Ranger, 3, 6, 9, 12, is 15 points. The Dwarven Ranger is 26 points. And the Elvish Ranger is 10, 16, is 22 points. So she came in third, you came in first. The Dwarven Ranger came in second, and the Gnome Ranger came in last. Well, fourth. Let's put it that way, fourth. All right, so that's your day done, okay? What I'm going to do is, because this has taken a little bit quicker than I expected, so what we're going to do is we're just going to move this as the last day of the competitions, okay? Just to make life a little bit easier, okay? Damien, what's your armor class? Right, so you said you wanted to go speak to the what's it called?
Quartermaster.
Yes. Now, what did you want to go speak to the quartermaster about?
First of all, the weapons and armor selections to confirm what they had. Ultimately, I know they said they had chainmail, and I know they also said they had a chain shirt.
Yes, a chain shirt and leather armor.
Yeah.
For those who struggle.
Yeah, I'll check the leather one quickly just to see if there's any hope there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not ideal. It's probably the better of the options because I wanted something lighter than leather if I could. Oh well, it's fine. So you are familiar with quilted cloth as armor, right?
Right, so that's not normally a thing for them.
Basically, it's just a very thick shirt. That's what it really is. It's nothing more than that. It doesn't provide much armor class as a +1, but that's fine. If they don't have that, I'll have to settle with the leather.
Yeah, because you wearing leather shouldn't be that much of an issue.
It's so restrictive. Oh, I just feel more comfortable walking out there with nothing on. Now, what shields are they allowed to use?
They normally provide a straightforward, standard, a large wooden shield. Yes, Chris.
Whilst this has all been going on, you know, when we went into the uncle's house, he offered us some alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Would there have been enough for me to take and drink some?
Yeah.
So could I have been drinking throughout the festivities, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so how long would you say the festivities have been going on for?
For this, it's taken you about half an hour to walk up to the there. Then you've gone up to the top there. So you've probably spoken to you've only been there since, let's say now for argument's sake, you landed there about 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, this is probably round about lunchtime-ish.
That works fine for me.
Before the actual competition. Competition would have started at 1 for Aaron, and then 2 o'clock for the gladiator side.
Okay. So, for the sake of going forward, I'm still intend to, when Damien enters the gladiator match, give him fortune and put competitors, etc., etc. But at this stage, I am drunk.
Fair enough.
It'll be important going forward.
That's fair enough. No problem. Right. Right. Let me just have a look here quickly. Leather. Dude, leather armor and quilted armor is no dex penalty between the two of them. Leather armor gives you a +2 to AC as opposed to a +1. The only difference is
But there is a max dex bonus.
Yes, do you have a maximum dex bonus of +8?
I have a max dex of +7, so the leather wouldn't give me my full dex bonus.
No, but it will still give you
Oh,
the
that's
same AC.
Yeah. Moving on. I was referring to the weapons as well.
Right.
What range of weapons have they got available?
What's your weapon that you like to use?
Whatever's in my hand at the time, usually.
So you got a choice between no, basically what I've done is whatever weapon you prefer to use, that's the weapon you could just grab. So if Vicky would have been something like
have a balanced dueling dagger.
Yes. Tell you what. How common is a dueling dagger?
It's a martial weapon.
Is it a common weapon, though? Or is it like a little bit more extravagant?
It'll be less common than a regular dagger, that's for sure. Basically, it's
right. Okay.
Basically, it's like it functions exactly like a normal dagger, except it's designed to.
Is it magical?
Use basically the reverse grip. No.
Is it magical?
No.
Is it masterwork?
No. It can be masterwork or magical.
Right. The reason why I'm asking is if it was a magical weapon, they would have actually cast dispel on it. So it became, and there's a certain spell that they do just to give it a mundane quality. So for the sake of the game, if it was a magical weapon, it would have cast a spell on it, made it a mundane dagger, dueling dagger. You could use that, no problem. Because they know they don't have all weapons available, so they've made some sort of meeting people in the middle.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You find 12 daggers, and then you might find one dueling dagger. That's how rare it is, essentially. Daggers are very common, but
cool.
It's like
yep,
1/12 is common.
Right. Either way,
cool. So that would be
use a mundane weapon.
That and a heavy shield. That and a heavy wooden shield, and the leather. That'll do me.
Sweet. All right. So you currently have not misfortune, fortune on you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what else are you going to be putting on in there, Chris?
So where I can, I'm going to put fortune on Scoinlapper, I assume, is the one fighting?
Yep.
Okay. And on the opponent, I'm going to be doing Evil Eye for attack rolls.
Ooh. Just to add a little bit of complexity.
Okay.
Damien, you've now changed, right?
I'm currently in Scoinlapper, yes.
Okay. You notice coming in closer and going away, you notice the bond. That's all I'm saying. So, what else are you saying you'll put on Scoinlapper? So it was the fortune and? Fortune
and Scoinlapper, and on his opponents, I'm going to be doing Evil Eye for armor class, base attack bonus, and for saves. If there is a fourth round, so I've done saves, I've done armor class, I've done base attack, and there's a fourth round, I am going to be drinking alcohol.
Okay.
To progress into a further state of drunkenness, and then using gift of consumption to make them suffer the side effects.
Oh, I see this.
All right, cool.
As the fight goes on, they're going to be drunk and they're not going to know why.
Right. Okay.
Well, I'm currently drunk watching this.
Yeah, I thought about being I was thinking about being a bit of a douche reason myself and using spells, but now I don't think it's fair. Okay. I suppose I'll fight fair then, Mark.
Okay. So, I'm just quickly drawing myself a grid. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to put Squib there as well. Okay. So, can I have an initiative roll between from Squib and Squirnlapper, please?
Sounds
That's
right.
a 27 from me.
Okay.
Oh, I've got fortune, haven't I? Do I get a second roll?
No, not yet. 27. You got a 6.
Oh, mate.
Squib. And my guy rolled a natural 17 plus 4. So that's a 21. Well, funny enough, I'd already written it down as, Damien, opponent, Squib. Go figure. Right, so you guys get dressed in your gear. Let me just go here. Opponent 1. So, okay, so you have weapon focus. So he's also using a dagger, funny enough. So that's a...
I see he's played Knifey Spoony before.
Apparently so. Okay, and right, so dex size, so that's a 5, that's 19. Okay. And right.
So you state previously the rules are first person to do between 20 and 30 points of damage knocks the opponent out, correct?
Yes. Okay. It starts off with 20 points of damage.
Cool.
And we work as so that's 20, 30, 40. Okay.
So that's 3 rounds essentially.
Pretty much. Well, if you can do 10 points of damage per round, then yes. Okay. So you guys enter the ring. You have somebody. You have representatives of the actual ring of the fight on each side of the ring. So if you've got your square here, so you've got a guy here, and then a guy here, and a guy here. So literally one on each side. Just to make sure that no untowards happen between the fighters. So round 1, Damien, you get to go at the guy. So you roll an attack and then damage. And then Chris will come back to you in a minute, okay?
Roger.
Now, hold on a second.
Can I roll an acrobatic?
Hold on. Chris, because it's the very first part, you can actually get a surprise round. What do you want to do in your surprise round?
Surprise round, if I can, I'll put a simple fortune on Scoinlapper.
Bingo. Right, so Damien, you now have fortune on you.
Thank you. I'd like to perform an acrobatics to move behind the opponent.
Sorry?
I'd like to perform an acrobatics to move through the opponent behind
Cool.
them.
Go for it.
I rolled a 3. Do you mind if I use the fortune to re-roll that, Chris?
Normally, you'd have to roll dice, both the dice together.
Yeah, just take the highest, basically.
It's because I didn't know, obviously, what the outcome of the roll was. So I rolled a 3, I rolled the second one.
Hold on.
I will take the 3.
No, not misfortune, fortune. I thought it was you get to roll. You should know this better than anybody.
Yeah.
The target
says,
on the
you
luck
decide-
once per round, allow him to. Oh, it's a re-roll. My apologies. My apologies.
I could have rolled it twice, it made things easier, but it's cool. But anyway, so I rolled a 3, which means that with my acrobatics of 21, acrobatics 24. Do I get through him?
Right. Yes. You do.
Thank you. As I move through him, I managed to hit him on a 19. That is a critical threat for this weapon.
And that is a hit on him.
That was 19 plus my to hit, which is higher.
It's a hit.
So that's 19 plus 13,
hit.
puts that on. Yeah, that's cool. Roll to confirm. I rolled an 18.
18.
Plus my 13 to hit.
Yep. I'm not going to worry about the cards tonight. During this.
That's fine. I don't need. Yeah.
Cool. So roll.
This is intended to be. I'll take a minus. So if I took a -4 to those rolls to make it non-lethal.
No, it automatically comes through as non-lethal.
Okay, so it came through as non-lethal automatic. That's fine then. I just want to break the rules by doing anything damage.
This is how it is. Anything that you've said, I want to use this weapon, they've cast a spell on it, so it does non-lethal damage as well.
That's cool. And I'll roll another d4 because it was a crit. So, it was nice. So, round 1, I've done 6 points of damage with the dagger.
Yep.
Because of acrobatics through him, I get my hidden strike damage as well. So that is 10, 19.
19. Okay.
So that's 19 plus 6, so that's 25.
Right.
25
okay.
non-lethal.
25 points of damage. Okay.
Yep.
Now, with the way it works is I reckon they would have something on there that would actually show ding out finished. Okay. So he's 25 points of damage. He's done. So basically you do that in 1 round. Okay. That was a very quick fight. So everyone's like,
I should have won a steel gauntlet. That looks so much cooler.
So literally you go over like pop, there you go. It's like it's almost you smacking in the back of the head and he just like flops over. Okay. Right.
Hit him with the butt of the dagger.
So as quick as that was, it was a one-hit wonder. They walk in, all the hype is like bop down. Next. Right. So a little while later, about 10 minutes later, the other fights finish because, as I said, you got 1, 2, 3. They wait for everybody to finish. Now, the last one, the actual last fight, is the one that lasts the longest. You got these 2 heavy veterans. You can see they're using typical skills, so obviously fighting defensively and all of that. Ding, bop, and they literally do it. And the guy, he looks, when you look at him, he looks very quite staunch, but his face, you can see his face complexion is like white, but you see like a tan line there, like a T on his face, probably from years of wearing a helmet. And you see his hair is very like lifeless as it hangs down, like it's never seen the sun, it's not been washed, it's just like lived in a helmet, full on helmet head. Okay, busy fighting.
This is terrific. Cool.
Yeah, he wins that fight. I mean, and he's using like a mace. Guy clips, brings in, knocks the guy's shield out and backhands him to do the damage, and he falls over. Fight's over. Everybody cheers. Then it's now the next containers get put in. You guys get about a 5-minute break between the actual fights. Then the next round comes in. So again, Rental, Squib, please roll me an initiative.
I did Squib actually partake in that. Oh, sorry, yeah, Christian. Oh, sorry. I thought Squib was Brendan. Sorry, never mind.
In the 5 minutes, I've been chanting to extend everything, and I've been activating my ring to keep my stealth up.
Sweet.
21 initiative.
21 initiative. Okay. Give me a second, because I just need to work out what weapon. Oh, you're using the curved blade. That's right. I wrote you down over here. Excellent. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, so this person walks in. Okay, dressed, got a chain shirt on, holds this sword, and it looks like a scimitar, but it's not the size of a scimitar. This size, like almost the size of a great sword, standing there, holding it in hand, flexing it around. She's not wearing a shield. She's got the scowl mail on, and she looks rather... I don't want to use the word grim, but more serious. She's like a more serious, grim type of feel about her. So you got a fuck off high initiative again, right? 21, you
21.
said. 21. Okay. She gets a 20. And what did you get there, Squib?
Hey!
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay. So, again, this one's up to 30 points. Let's see if you can pull the same trick off again, Damien.
I could, but it'd be a damn achievement. Cool. So presumably we're all fighting at maximum hit points. She took no damage in her fight as well, correct?
Ooh. No, because she would have healed up a little bit.
She used one of her heals then, basically.
Yeah. I must admit, my camera's coming through a bit blurry.
Just to confirm, she's the one with the T shape on her head, right? Or is that one of the other fighters?
No, this one's got a T shape on her. No, that was one of the other fighters. This one just looks like a typical woman with a massive sword. The other one's a chap.
So basically, I'm fighting an Amari right now, basically. Yeah.
Pretty much. Almost Amazonian.
Cool. So, with the benefits of fortune, I'm going to roll my acrobatics to try and butt past her. Oh, much better. I've got a 16. 16 plus my acrobatics of 21 puts me on 37. Does the 37 slip me past her?
Yeah, you get past her.
Thank you. Attempting the cheeky back hit. Ooh, not as impressive. I have 7 plus 3 is 10, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10. I got 20 points, but no one hit wonder.
20 points. Bloody hell.
I also have a standard action. I will use that now.
Okay.
It's a scared bitch tactic, but I realised you didn't go down. Oh, sorry, no, I forgot to add 4 to that, sorry. So to add 5 because I got to add my... Sorry, add 5 to that, so it's 25, sorry. Hit her with my other attack. This one was a 5, but I'll re-roll that. I've got a 15. 15 plus 13 puts me on 28. 28,
Yeah,
and this
that's a
time I
hit.
don't get my hidden strike. So that one there I got 9. Does 9 take her over the edge?
Yeah, it does.
Yay!
Jesus Christ. I am
My
not...
biggest
At this
regret was
point,
giving
I
you
start-
a 4-turn action plan for what I would be doing. With the benefit of hindsight,
Not needed.
If
Why
I'm
not
honest
bother?
with you, Chris, these 2 fights have shown me one thing, that the next fight I'm actually going to take damage.
Oh, yes, because this time I'm now not going to give you some sort of fly-by little shit.
Yeah.
I kind of regret doing the whole up to... I should have gone for full damage. As in full hit
Yeah.
points. But I was not expecting you to do this amount of damage in one go. But hey-ho, it's just one of those things.
I set the minimum damage for me would be 9 points of damage.
Yeah, no, it's
Unless I
not,
get
because
my
that's
hidden
being
strike off.
25 and 30.
Mm.
Or 25 and 25. 25 on a crit, and 25 on a normal damage.
So minimum damage I can do would be 14 with hidden strike, or 9 without hidden strike.
Right, because you've been going through this quite easily, we're now going to do it as full HP. because they've now toughened it up because they've seen you go through these guys quite easily.
So, have they announced that this will be a much more broad fight or a much deeper fight to get
Yes,
interest?
that is correct.
I raise my hand and ask a question.
Yes, you do.
Does that mean that I can use all of my abilities?
What do you mean, all of your abilities?
If it's no holds barred, am I allowed to actually fight, proper fight? I mean, not lethally, non-lethally.
When you say you fight properly, what are you talking about?
I mean, more or less become very difficult to hit. I can just try and slip past his attacks. Is that okay?
What
Or
do
do
you
I
mean
have to stand there and take them?
when you say slip past his attacks? What are you?
Basically, using stealth. Basically, using stealth in combat. That's what I'm referring to.
No, because it's actually skill against skill. There's nowhere to really hide in this environment.
Yeah, you're in a field.
Yeah, you're literally in a bar, like a field with an open paddock.
Yeah. Skull Leopard could hide there. The point is, if I'm not going to be using stealth checks, it's fine. I'll endure without.
Right, so...
I'm not saying this to show off. I'm just asking specifically within your schema, would stealth checks be forbidden? So you said yes, essentially. Cool.
Right, give me a moment. It's not so much that. You know what? I'm not going to use you. That's a little bit unfair. Definitely not using that. Okay, cool. So what we do is use you. And I'm going to go... You see, I'm not doing anything. It's just a case of I was not expecting you to put these characters down as quickly. So I was expecting like a little bit of like a combat scenario, like because Vicky doesn't put out anywhere near as much damage as you do on a single hit. There we go. Right, so that's... What is your...
That's fine. I'll use startling appearance then. That'll work. Cool.
Okay. I mean, you hitting these guys is not an issue. It's just a case of I just need a little bit more than just 40 points of damage because you could take the guy out in one round, in 2 rounds. That's all. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more. Right, so, again, roll for initiative.
Is fortune still on me, Chris?
It will be maintained this whole time
Yep.
until like the fight, until the arena matches are over.
Cool. In this case, I rolled a 3, but I used fortune to re-roll it as it is a d20 roll that is permitted.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I'm on a 17. Nope,
17.
wrong. 19. 19, sorry.
Squib, yourself?
I didn't roll. I don't know why I didn't roll. Scrib will be on a 6.03 again. Amazing rolls tonight. Amazing rolls.
6, okay. So, I rolled a natural 19, plus his initiative of +5. I get to go first this time. He's actually a halfling, okay? He's got a short sword, and he's got himself a shield, and he's wearing the typical shirt, the chain shirt. So he comes in. In that case, it's going to be... comes in and goes
My
to
armor
attack.
class is 22 with the armor that I'm forced to wear.
22. Okay. Natural 20.
That's fine.
That's for 20. Oh dear.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
It's fine. It's the 4 hit points, so I've got plenty to burn.
that's 8. No, wait, hold on. Reroll that. It's a D4, not a D6. I was looking at the wrong weapon. I thought to myself when I started running the damage, like, that's a little bit heavy. Right, so that's 4, 8. Takes 16 points of damage.
Cool.
And misses on the second attack. Okay. It is your turn.
I am happy with that. Right. I'm going to acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Him being smaller gives me a slight advantage in this, I'm sure.
Just hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. 35.
That beats his...
That's right. Yep.
It's more than enough,
yes, yeah,
dude.
35, sorry.
It's more than enough.
Cool. So slipping past him. I'll do this defensively. Out of respect for my opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So, armor class 22.
Hit.
Cool. I do my hidden strike damage. And that is 12, 17, plus 7 is 34. 34 plus, no, 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. 29 points of damage.
29. Cool.
Yep, and then I'll do my second attack.
Yep.
Using my standard action. Still fighting defensively.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5. Now, Chris, is this a different round to the initiative roll or not?
What do you mean?
No, this would be the same part of the same round.
Cool, in which case that is fine. I'll stick with that. I've also moved through him, so I've also got the benefits of that. He took my hidden strike damage, so his next attack roll against me takes a -4 through
Cool.
startling appearance. So he gets -4 to hit me.
Cool. Chris, it is your turn.
Okay, well, things are going to happen in this order. First of all, Damien's going to heal 5 health.
Cool.
Secondly, I'm going to put Evil Eye on this fighter to reduce her armor class.
All right, and the will save on that one is 26, but that's affected for 1 round, so that is -4, right?
Yeah, it'd be -4, but then I'm going to chant to extend both the Fortune and the Evil Eye.
Cool. Right.
And that'll be my whole turn.
Sweet. Right, so the halfling's turn. Right, so that's armor class, so that's 17 plus 14. It's a total of a 31 -4, you said, so that's 27
Yep.
AC.
So including the minus
Yeah.
4 for Chris.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was it. 27, you say?
Yep. So take a total of 6 points of damage.
Just 22
And
plus
misses-
3 for fighting defensively plus 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
How much is that, sorry?
5. No, 6. Sorry, 6.
So 5,
6 points of damage.
6 damage.
Yes. And that's his turn done. So Damien, your turn.
Plus 5 minus 6 plus 3. Cool. Right. I shall phantom through him again.
Cool.
This is a 12 plus 21 puts that on 33. 3. Does that beat his CMD?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to attack him. That is a 7 plus 9. So that is a... Not enough. I'll roll that again. It's 13 plus 9. That puts me on 21. Does that hit?
21, yes. No. Yes, it does, sorry. It does.
Cool. This is still fine defensively, so I subtract the 4 from that. That is 10. That is 20, 22, 25 points again.
25 points again.
Second attack.
Hold on. Yep.
That's 14. That doesn't hit.
14, no.
But he again takes -4 to hit me through starting appearance.
Yeah. Okay. So, Squib, what are you doing?
So I will take another 5 hit points, I assume. I will then
If you want to.
evil eye the woman, this time for attack rolls.
Okay.
And then I will chant to extend everything again.
Okay. So attack goes from a plus 10, sorry, plus 14 to a plus 10 and a plus 5. Okay. Right. So, right. I'm going to ask for a quick break because I need to go to the toilet. I'll be right back.
Absolutely fine. I reckon there's possibly time for me to make a quick cup of tea, actually.
Bloody muzzies.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I can actually think.
What, you wasn't before?
His bladder was pressing on his brain.
Exactly. All right, so it's round number 3. Username unavailable. AS. Was just curious, but because their English isn't that great, it was hard to. Sorry. Hold on, what's this now?
The people he works with, their English is not that good. Essentially.
Okay. All right. Right. So let's have a look here. Round number 3. It is the halfling's turn. So you've now done attack rolls. So armor class 24, Damien. No, wait, hold on.
Miss.
Armor class 20.
Still miss.
Okay. Second attack. Misses again, because that's armor class 10. Armor class, not enough. Cool. So, your turn.
I don't... Oh, Christian's turn.
No? It's opponent, then you, then Chris.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics room.
Cool.
That's a 30.
That's a hit, unfortunately.
No, it's not. It's not a hit. It's to move through. So it's up against CMD.
Still gets through it.
That's fine.
Yes, indeedy.
Fighting defensively still.
Cool.
+9 to the roll.
So you're fighting pathetically. That's good to know.
Yes, I am. I attempt to re-roll that because I rolled a 4 in the first roll. Second roll was 11. So let's say 20 on the roll. There's a 20 hit.
That's a hit, yes.
Cool. So fortune is useful. So 12, 21, 26 points of non-lethal.
26. That is enough to put her down. Yep, it's enough to put her down. She's knocked out.
Is there a referee in the ring?
Referee gets into the ring and pronounce the fight over.
I move right back to my corner. So you don't mess with the ref.
2, 3. Yep,
Pretty
that's
much.
finished.
Yep. All right. So now, normally, I would have actually done another 2 days worth of this type of scenario, but looking at the time, we're just going to expedite things slightly. Okay. Ballsy, during this whole situation, were you actually going to do anything during this, or are you going to be watching the fight?
Getting drunk and cheering him on.
Cool. Right, so now I'm going to do something that is slightly different. Normally, just for the viewers at home, I do have the dynamic lighting activated on the actual Roll20, so I can actually do what people can see and whatnot. Now, what I have not, it just popped into my head, the only person I think can actually see this is actually Clinton. Actually, what I can do is I've just had a better idea. There we go. So if I move Clinton there, if I take this torch and I put controlled by all save, if I do this, because this is now Clinton's turn, everybody
there we go. It's loaded.
should get to see what's happening. Can everybody see the map?
Oh, it's gone all dark. Got blank screen.
Except for the bottom right corner.
No, it's literally completely back for me.
I've got 30-foot dark vision. Would I see nothing?
No. Don't forget, this is now Clinton's actual activity.
Ah, cool.
Can everybody see that?
Sorry, cool. No.
My screen's completely black.
Right. Okay. Cool. Give me a moment.
I'll give you 2.
Roll20 is taking its time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all players on there for now. So that should change.
Yep, I can see.
Cool. Right. So, Clinton, what Renanan is actually enticed to do is as follows. You've now got to retrieve a key. It's actually classified as the skeleton key because it's literally a skeleton with a bit of a long tubing with a old. Do you know those old-fashioned door keys where you see the 3 little teeth? That's what it looks like, but it's actually just a decoy thing. Puts it in a satchel. He goes off into the dungeon, and you now have to retrieve set item from this particular character. Now, you are blindfolded and literally bonded and lowered into an underground cavern. You now have to loosen yourself and then track this person down and actually get the item.
All right.
That
so
is...
this starts with an escape artist check.
Yes.
That's a 25 escape artist.
25. Cool.
Yep. And you rolled an 11.
Right, so you actually break free, no problem. Okay? Now, as you see, you've been given a torch because you don't have dark vision. Now, when you see in front of you, you get to, let me just do this for the players at home to actually see what's going on. Yes, they can see, no problem. Now, as you look into the actually, cool, so I'm moving the mouse on this thing and I'm looking at the fucking TV thinking, why is it not moving? All right, right, so let's have a look. So I need you. Minimize you out the way. Where is... Right, bugger. There we go.
Excuse me.
Right, what I wanted to do quickly was change the map outing, like so. So everybody can actually see that now. Right, so Clinton, as you see down, it's actually a dilapidated, I wouldn't say dilapidated, but you can see it's an old, ruiny type of dungeon. Obviously, this was like an underwater cavern, or like an underground cavern that has been left to just...
ruin.
Yes, okay. Now, where you are, you see... It's literally just mushrooms and a couple of other like moss and that hanging down. You hear the typical
all those
like
mushrooms. They look like logs.
So you hear that little dropping water and whatnot. What do you do?
Okay, well, I've absolutely zero survival skill, so I'm not going to be tracking as such. What I will do is cautiously and stealthily start moving through the room.
Cool.
On a bloody only 21 stealth check.
Cool, no problem.
I'm going to avoid the mushrooms. Just in case.
Yep.
Am I supposed to take it with? There we go.
Yeah, it's you got to move it yourself type of torch.
Yeah, I'm just...
Okay.
trying to be careful about this. Interesting.
What do you find interesting?
What I find interesting is that I'm going to shift.
While it's still dark.
Because I see some interesting terrain ahead, and I don't want to be slipping and sliding anywhere.
Cool.
So I'm enabling my climb ability with the shift.
Sweet.
I keep holding the right button first, and then it doesn't want to move, and then I can't figure out why, and then I get all annoyed. Okay, I'm going to
you annoyed?
climb up the side here.
You spoil all my fun.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to take a chance at it. I'm going to roll a survival to see if I can spot any tracks. And that's a total of 2. So, no, I don't spot any tracks.
Nope, unfortunately not. Right, so
Okay. From what I can see, it looks like it would be difficult for anyone to go up to the left there without coming up through this path there. I am going to check for traps.
cool. Roll me.
Because that looks like a perfect place to put a trap.
Maybe.
That would be a trap checking.
Perception.
Yeah, no, I'm just can't remember what bonus I'm getting.
I think it's a +2 for traps.
+4 currently.
+4.
So that's
Cool. Somewhere in the 30s?
1736.
36. Cool. Now, from where you are hanging from the ceiling,
No,
Lionel...
I just called up. I just called up the
okay.
side of the rubble
I
there.
thought you were doing your Lionel Richie
No,
impersonation. Right, so above the floor where you are, you don't see, like, literally where you are, you crawl up there, no problem. You don't see any traps at all.
I'm looking down into that section where someone would actually have to climb up.
You don't see any traps.
Alrighty. I shall move that away and get myself up onto that wall.
Cool. So you climb up the wall. Right. Just for those folks at home, pretty much. With one of Clinton's special abilities is the fact that he actually has a climb. So pretty much he does exactly what a rat does, where he can scurry up on the wall, on the ceiling, and just move around as normal that way. Which makes things rather interesting. Anyway, so you're up on the wall. Again, it's... Now, normally in a place like this, it would be quite dusty and that, but with this, you actually don't see, like, too much dust. You actually see, like, the middle of the path has been worn, and it's literally around the edges is the dust, and where you are, you can actually see there's still dust. Nobody's fiddled around with the wall.
Okay, I shall move up the corridor.
Hold on. Yep.
Why'd you move me to the middle?
I didn't mean to. I was just pinging the rest of the actual group, those watching, into the actual dungeon as well.
Area.
Yeah. Just that you know, folks at home, I'm going to move the map slightly. You will still see this area open, so you can still see where you've been and see what's in there. But if I put any monsters there, you can't see the monsters in there until you step into that same area. One of the new perks of the dynamic lighting on Roll20. Right, so anyway, sorry about that. So you are currently sneaking up there. Again, you see what would have been a corner, but you can see it's like fallen down. You see it opens up into an area to your left, sorry, to your right, and it opens up, and you still see a few more sporadic mushrooms. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit.
To be perfectly honest, this has got me really gone. I seriously need to work on my tracking skills.
Cool. So,
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna check to see if I can find any sign of tracks whatsoever. At a 17.
17. Yes, you do notice some tracks have gone through here, round about here.
Alrighty. Checking for traps. Bloody hell. Shouldn't be rolling the 8s. That's 12, 25.
25. Right, this area, you don't actually notice any traps at all. But on a 21, you have noticed around this area that there have been more than one person walking down here.
Alright. I shall move. Come on. Now you want to run that way and then back onto the wall
Okay.
and then peer around the corner.
Cool. Okay.
More of nothing.
Yep, you see a stretch of corridor stretching down.
Up to the next
Right,
corner.
do me a favor. As you come across there, roll me a perception check.
That's a 32 perception check.
32. Right, so you actually notice there are arrow slits along this wall. And you actually hear people behind it.
Okay, I carefully move over, along the wall above the slits.
Roll me a stealth, please.
That's a 9 plus 14. That's a 23.
Cool. Right, so you still hear them talk about, hey, someone's coming. And they all line their arrows, their crossbows up along the window, okay? But the way you've actually crawled across the top, you actually notice them poking it down, going, we can see the light. Where is he? Where is he? What do you do?
I drop the torch and sneak around the corner
Cool.
and work my way around. That's not going to help. Damn it.
Right. You notice where you come there, the wall is not in front, underneath your feet. It's as you're crawling on the wall, you actually feel it go round a corner. So
Yeah.
you actually notice it comes around this way.
Okay. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to light one of my own torches,
Okay.
leaving that torch there as a distraction.
Okay. Right.
Let me just mark that torch off as used. And now I'm leaving torches behind again.
Now, this here, where you're standing, is not on the map itself, but there's a door right where you are.
All right. I'm going to do a perception check on that door. Here, if I can figure out how many people are inside that room.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 23.
23. There, you can hear 3 people in there. You would know. Roll me an intelligence check for me, please. DC 12.
No, don't make it. Only a 9.
Okay.
What I do is I ready my sap.
Yep.
I stand on the wall above the doorway and knock on the door.
And you're like, what? Hey, who? Cover me quickly. And you hear like a shuffling, and then the door opens up and the head peeks just around the corner.
Okay.
Where are
I'm
you
gonna
in relation
attempt
to the door?
directly over it.
Cool.
I am going to attempt to sneak attack this guy and
Go for it.
clobber him in the noggin. Let me just switch weapons to the sap. Okay, so that's a 1d6 plus 2 non-lethal. Armor class, that's going to be armor class 29
That hits.
for the first slap.
Roll your
Okay,
damage.
so that's 7 straight damage and 23 for the sneak attack.
Cool.
So a total of 30 non-lethal.
The man goes down like a
All
sack.
to the noggin.
Man goes down like a sack of potatoes, like dwap. Down. Cool. The others, like literally, like you just see two like crossbow bolts shoot out of nowhere. Obviously, they're blunt weapons, like
Yeah.
straight through. What do you do?
I just continue on my way. I've had my fun.
Cool.
Okay. Damn it. Dead end. Head back the other way again.
Cool. Clinton, what you do is draw a massive circle, like literally click
Yeah.
just above them. You can move it all in one go.
I normally do that, but then I click on something else and then I forget to click back.
Fair enough.
Forget
So
to- again. Okay. Walking on the ceiling across the corridor and head that way.
cool. So for those who are actually seeing me look in the opposite direction, I'm just still checking out the stream as I'm going. My camera is actually terribly blurry.
Yeah, and I've got my character sheet on my monitor over there.
Right.
Not
So
sure why you'll see me staring off in that direction every now and then.
mhm. So yeah, so you start heading down towards this side. And again,
Nog 'n corner.
yup, nog een pup. Ooh, one thing I forgot to.
I'm not liking this. Big open area.
Right.
Just following the wall. Ooh, that looks like a opening there.
Yes. Yeah. So you can see that's a. Let me move that line back a little bit. Doo-dum. Right, you should see like a silver archway. It's like a
Yeah.
portcullis door. Okay. Right. So yeah, you get to see like this portcullis in front of you. It's more like a heavy door in front of you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's closed.
Check the walls around it for a lever or something. That's a 24 perception.
You don't see any levers around the door.
Has the door got a big keyhole for like a skeleton key, maybe?
The door's got a keyhole in it, yes. For a skeleton key, one could work, but you would know that this particular key is just a ornament.
Okay. I shall.
It's like the trophy for this type of thing.
Yeah. I check to see if the door is locked.
Okay. One would presume.
Alrighty, let's pick this lock.
And how are you picking the lock, dear sir?
With my masterwork lockpick tools.
But are you standing on the ground? Are you hanging on the wall? Are you climbing on the door?
Could I reach the lock hole, the keyhole, by hanging from the ceiling?
Yes.
Or would I need to get done? Okay, then that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Okay, I only rolled a 2, but that gives me a 27.
Yep, that's fine. That opens up the door. You hear the typical click on the door. So door opens up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the typical move that. And that should open up for you. Poof. Okay. Now, again, corridor stretches down in front of you.
All right. I'm going to move along to there. Ooh, I'm not liking this at all. The space is huge.
All right.
I'm going to try something different. I'm going to throw my torch. How far can I throw a torch? Like 30 feet?
Well, you're trying to hit armor class 5 for aiming at the square, so I guess you could do that with 30 feet and take a -6 to get about 10 foot.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh, you pick a square, any square.
Okay, I clambered down from the wall. I was really expecting something to be waiting for me.
There.
I was really expecting something to be in there.
Cool. Again, you see another door to your left. To the left, to the left.
I'm going to try this tracking thing again. Woo! I rolled a natural 19. That's a whole 20. Do I see any tracks in this way?
Yes. You do.
Awesome. He's got an idea that I'm going in the right direction. Back up onto the ceiling and work my way past the door first.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can see what's
happening
in this area. Nog tunnels and... Oof. Okay. Head back to the door. Check to see if it's locked.
Yep.
Actually, let's check to see for traps this time. Let's be a clever. That's a 14, 27.
27. All right. Now,
Trap check.
you actually... Let me have a look here. I think that's a little bit too harsh. I'm not going to put that on there. Right, so yes, you actually spot a trap on the door, okay? You got a 27, right?
Yeah.
What it is right by the door, you actually notice there's this, like, slot on the side, so like a scythe would shoot straight out and like attack you.
Uh-huh.
And you would know that
Well,
it's
yeah. I'm going to attempt to disable this device. That's 1136.
36
Disable device.
disabled. You like no problemo.
Then move over to the lock and disable the lock.
Okay.
Only a 26 this time.
26
No.
again. That's enough to disable the lock. No problem.
And I open the portcullis.
Right. So how would you like to open set portcullis?
I'm going to drag it up towards me.
Cool. Are you going to do it stealthily?
Oh, yes.
Can I have a stealth from you, please?
That's a 21.
21. Okay. You beat his 20. Okay. So you do it quite enough because also, let me do this so you can actually see.
Yeah.
I need the dynamic lighting layer. Again, you get to see inside set room. Now, passageway opens up, and what do you do? Why?
I'm going to do the torch trick again. Well, firstly, I'm going to use my perception to hear if I can hear anyone in that area. Bloody hell, only an 18.
Yeah.
Then I'm basically going to swing the torch through into that room. Basic deck, that's a armor class 20.
Cool.
No, flip it. Throw the torch, damn it.
Right. I'm going to have a quick look at that torch quickly, because I don't think it's given off the correct low light. I thought as bloody much.
Yeah, it's only giving off
There we
standard light.
go. That should be...
Ah, that makes a difference.
It does. I thought that was a little bit too...
Too short.
Yes. All right. So as you see inside the room, you see like pillars and whatnot, and you actually see like they are worse for wear as well. It's, but nothing in there. I mean, you hear somebody like move as the torch lands in there. So let's roll me a perception check, please.
That is a 29.
29. Okay. Yeah. So you hear that there's somebody in there. Obviously, you would have known that the torch would have startled them, and
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know somebody's ready for you in there. What do you do? In fact, to tell you what, give me an initiative.
Natural 20
Cool.
gives me an initiative of 24.
24. Right, so Clinton, you get to go first. You know somebody's in there, and you know you got to get something off of them. However way you do it is entirely up to you. All you need to do is complete this by getting the object and getting back.
Uh-huh. I am going to...
Obviously,
Use
no lethal
fast-
damage.
Yeah, I'm going to use my fast stealth to move my full speed, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, along the ceiling.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Cool. And you're on the ceiling. Can you give roll me
yeah.
another stealth roll, please?
Not as good. 17.
17. All right.
Then again, I did just scroll across the roof above the lit torch, so...
Okay. So, his turn. 12. Can you give me a perception check, please?
That I can do. That's a 30.
30.
Ah.
Right, hold on. Before I do anything. Okay. Without fast stealth, if you want to move your full distance, what are you? Is that a -4 or -5?
All I know is that with fast stealth, there's no penalty at all.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way.
Stealth.
This ability allows you a rogue to move at full speed using the spell skill without penalty.
It's a -5 moving at normal speed without fast stealth.
Okay. I'm going to say you heard somebody move there. Okay.
All right.
What I should have done was, I'll do that for next time. I could actually put here so this would have obscured vision. But I'm not too fussed about that now. All right, cool. So, Clinton, your turn.
Yes.
Obviously, they don't know you're on the ceiling, but they see where the torch is.
Uh-huh. I'm looking to see if I've got anything interesting on me that could cause some trouble for them. Boots. Where are my caltrops? I know what I'm going to do.
What's that? Hey,
I'm
Dwayne.
going to... Hi, Dwayne. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
30, 35, 40, 45.
30.
Cool.
While putting a screaming bolt into my crossbow.
All right. It makes life more
Let's see if we can cause some chaos here.
Cool. Do you have quick rapid reload?
No.
All right. Okay. Right. So, roll me a stealth for me, please.
31.
31. Right. So they don't notice you. Roll me a perception check, please.
21.
That beats theirs. You actually see. Now, obviously, behind the pillar, he is going to have cover. But just for
I wouldn't shoot the bolt at him anyway. I don't want to hurt the guy.
Yeah, that's the
Supposed to be
token
using
I am
non-lethal.
currently using for everybody. That's the main bad. That's just the target for now. Right, so he's not noticed you. Didn't roll high enough perception. It is your turn.
I am going to shoot that screaming bolt right there into the ground behind him.
Cool.
And That's a natural 17, so I don't miss the square.
Okay.
Now, Screaming Bolt. +2 bolt streams when fired, forcing all enemies of the shooter within 20 feet of the path of the bolt to make a successful DC 14 will save or become shaken for 1 round.
Rolled a natural 7. Passed it, just.
Damn.
All right, so he knows you're there. I really thought you had attempted to pickpocket him. Anyway.
Wait. I'm checking abilities here. Let's see if he does know I'm there. Now, I've got to make it. Because of my expert sniper, I get to make another stealth check at a -10 penalty.
Cool.
15?
15. He got a total of a 16.
Damn. Alright, so he's figured out I'm there.
All right, so
Anyway.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go a little bit long tonight, if that's all right with everybody, because I just want to try and get this part sorted out to get the actual main part of the story going. Okay? Right, so he tries to shoot at you and misses. Your turn. Because I don't think 15 is going to hit you.
No. Running on the ceiling.
Yeah, misses twice.
And I shall drop from there.
Yep.
Make an... After tapping my heels, so that I get a +5 to my acrobatics for the next couple of rounds. So that's a 36 on my acrobatics as I land. And I'm going to attempt to sap him. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, nice.
So that's a armor class 30. And confirmation is a 23.
23. Confirm.
Okay, so that's a 6 damage.
What about your sneak attack damage?
But he knew where I was.
Yeah, but the thing is dropping down on somebody. I think that would be a bit of a
That's
surprise.
another 18.
18, so that's 24.
Oh, and yeah, and that's wait, that's 6, 24, and it's critical.
Yes. Are you looking for a card?
Let's take the card.
Okay. And so that's a bludgeoning weapon, right?
Non-lethal bludgeoning, yeah.
Ooh. Double damage and 1 intelligent bleed, full negate, save each round.
Basically his business.
What was your confirmation attack?
That was the confirmation was 13, 23.
23 42. Oh, 24. He just makes it.
Okay, so he's not business.
But
But he did take a pounding.
Yeah, so that was
24 was 48 non-lethal damage.
non-lethal, right? Right, so they're going to be basic stuff. So that's going to be right. So he's got 2 saps. It's like baba against you. All right. So armor class 22.
That's a hit.
And a miss. So that's a sap does how much damage? D4.
Steps D6 plus 2.
D6.
D6
Right.
plus 2 non-lethal.
So take 7 non-lethal.
Oh, sorry, sorry. D6 plus strength non-lethal.
Yeah, and is your armor class more than 19?
My armor class is 21.
Okay. Oh, he hits you again. take a total of another 3 points of subdual. Okay?
Okay, so it was total of 7.
7 and...
Oh, 7 and
3.
10.
Yeah, 10. Your turn.
Alrighty. I am going to... Ooh. I'm going to use a full round action to move someplace where I've got cover.
Okay.
Behind the pillar. Now I can make a eerie disappearance.
Fair enough.
And that is a 27 stealth.
27 stealth. Cool.
So he's lost track of me.
25. Yes. You just make it. Right. Cool. Next up is that your entire turn?
That's it's a full turn action to do the eerie disappearance.
So what I'll do is he would, in essence...
He's got an idea of where I've gone, but has no clue where I am.
So I'll just move him there. He doesn't see you, even though you're right there, type of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because basically you're hiding behind the shadow. He's human, so he's got no dark vision or anything like that. And he shall take a wild stab at you. So that would be armor class 25. What was it? 24. Misses you anyway. 20 on the concealment. Cool.
Awesome.
Your turn.
Okay, I am going to use my sleight of hand to attempt to pick the key from his pocket.
Sweet.
That's a... what is those ranks? 15 plus 7, let's say 22. Sleight of hand. Against his perception check.
Of a 13?
So I got the key.
Cool. So you nabbed the key.
If I found the right pocket.
Fair enough.
It's like, oops, found the hole.
So you've got the key. It's done. Basically, the idea
I shall then slip behind the pillar and climb it to the ceiling.
Cool. Right. When you get the key, get to the ceiling, you hear a chime. Doom. Basically, it was you had to get the key, or if you'd have taken any damage along to this part, you'd have been disqualified. If it had knocked you out, you'd have been disqualified. So, you guys get the key, quest part done. Okay?
Awesome. Sweet.
Now, right, so what I'm going to do is bring you...
Go get my torch.
Don't worry too much about those. I'm going to bring you all back to the city again. Okay. Right. So, now, as I've mentioned, I've had to expedite this entire part because of time. Technically, I should have finished a little while ago, but tonight we're going a little bit long because I need to get the part of the story going. So, during the festivities, you are approached by a very well-dressed man. He's in his middle-aged years. He comes up and he starts talking to you in Vadrani. Now, because I'm guessing the three of you have gotten back together, or the two of you, including Squib, would have gone over to watch the how Renan did during his competition. I'm guessing. So basically, you guys...
I would have converted back to rental when I went back there, yeah.
Fair enough. And so basically you guys are approached by... so you guys are coming down here. You guys are approached by a middle-aged well-dressed man, and he says to you in Vidrani the fact that I just want to get the name right. Lord Rahim Pandasar would actually like to see you. Now I need to add handout. Choose. I can do this. Just to quickly put him out there for you folks. Right, so he invites you in up to go see him. And if I go show all players, show to everyone, that is what this gentleman is going to look like when you meet him. Okay. Now, here we go. Now, yeah, so on the last day, blah, blah, blah. Right, so as you guys go to meet him, now, you guys know that the person who runs the actual, this country, this isn't him. He's just the guy's right-hand man. The actual main canane's excuse me, too much gas. Yeah, so he is Thakur Carswain. Okay, so you guys are actually invited over to Thakur Carswain's actual palace. So you guys get there, you guys are ushered in, and you guys get directed to a rather large room. Okay, it is rather ornate. So towering palatial chambers supported by an elaborate carved pillars surround an ornamental stream that flows through the palace. Halls of polished marble leads to a languidly luxurious sitting room. The Thakur himself sits at the far end of the room, his bejeweled turban sparkling in the light shining through the windows. He paints a canvas while watching his baby son in a crib nearby. The servant takes you up to a different part of the room. This part you actually see, it's more along the ground. It's like a semicircle with like plush cushions. There's like a bowl, like a fruit tray, like a food tray in the actual front there with like pitchers of liquids and glasses around it. There's a couple of pitchers. You are introduced to Lord Rahim. He's a tall, tanned man with a neatly trimmed goatee. He introduces himself. He says, good day. My name is Lord Rahim. I had the... now I can't fucking find him. Pandasar. Yeah, my name is Lord Rahim Pandasar. And I have heard you've done rather well during the festivities. Also, sailors talk, and they've heard of your exploits on their ship on the way here as well. You guys have used one of our usual trade ships that we trade with, and rumors have actually come that you guys are actually quite capable. Now, I know you've come to the palace, you're expecting to see the Thakur. That's not on the cards. I've actually got a matter to ask you. Now, I know you guys are only here for a week and a half, but we have some rather urgent situation. Now, obviously, he's just talking to Ballsy, Renanan, and Rental. He is actually speaking common because, as per usual, Squib is the invisible one.
Listen.
Now, as he sits you guys down, offers you opulent refreshments, and he compliments you guys on the actual competition. Like, he looks at Ballsy and says, like, wow, that was a really impressive run that you had to over the last couple of days. It's actually quite amazing that you're actually pretty good with the bow. You've actually outdone some of the other people that have done quite well. Nobody scored as high as you. Obviously, compliments. Well, he would say, well, I would compliment the other person who did the gladiatorial side of things, but is he here? Is it one of you guys?
It's about somewhere.
Ah, okay.
Lurking.
No, he's not.
In the shadows. Somewhere.
Okay. Did you actually say that, Squib?
Yep.
Everyone like. Is there somebody here that we don't know about?
No.
I responded usually, but then again, we don't keep track of that kind of thing. It's more hassle than it's worth.
It's a talking cat. Ignore it.
Roll me a bluff check.
That's a natural 19.
I'm going to roll to
34?
assist. You get a +3 to that.
17.
Natural 20.
So you actually running to aid him, is that correct?
Yes, on a natural 20.
He gets a +3 for my assist. So yeah.
Okay.
That's 30, 40 somethings.
Okay.
On that.
Well, I guess he'll have to believe you.
Yeah.
Said Scott begrudgingly.
Well,
Yeah, because I don't really
Because
have.
it's stupid.
Yep. Okay. So
Stone
he
lap
looks at the cat and
leaps up onto
goes,
my shoulder.
"A talking cat? That's something new. Not seen one of those before."
Yeah, we've got 2 of them in the party, actually. It's annoying.
To quote Shrek, the trick is shutting them up. Yes.
But anyway, so he kind of glosses over that, and he says, "Oh, and you actually captured the key in record time. A lot of people go the other way, and they go through the water, and they end up falling through the traps and that. And you knocked out one of the guards that were trying to capture you. That's very interesting. Not many people actually take that route. But mind you, it was a different
That's
layout.
physical assault of an officer. It's physical assault of an officer. You can be arrested for that.
Not in these
The guy was
festival
a sap.
times. Yes, this is all, they've all taken their actual diligence to actually participate in this type of thing. It's all for the fun of it. But upon a serious note, the reason why I have actually asked you here is, as I've mentioned, you guys are outsiders. You guys seem quite capable. We've had an incident arise up, and well, we've tried to get the local guards and that involved, but the ability to gather information seems to meet a dead end. I'm not sure if somebody's on the take or if people are just too scared to say something. It just seems that the information we're trying to gather about the set situation is not happening. What's happened 2 weeks ago? A favorite cousin of Takir Carswin, Jalmery's ruler, disappeared suddenly. Now, we hunted high and low, we didn't find him, so we had to call in some divination magic, which obviously found out where he was when we got there. Unfortunately, he wasn't alive when we found him. We had found him bearing sacrificial markings, and from what the sacrificial markings looked like, it was from the people worship Delavay. Now, the attacker has taken this as an attack on the family, and he hold on. Right, so basically, incensed at the attack on his family, Carswin called on the Mare Rum. his legions of advisors and ministers and demanded that they outlawed the cult and prohibited the worship of Dalavay. Now, the advisors tried to warn the king, warn his stackership that the killing was a calculated measure to observe his response, and as such reaction that he's now putting out could cause a lot more upheaval from the cult, and it would be unwise. But so stricken was he for this, and so angered about this, he wouldn't listen, and he did not relent on the decision he made. So the ban went on. That very night, he received a letter, and the letter was a death threat from the forbidden cult. Now, as you would know, that worried for our leader's safety, the advisors have employed every means they could muster to find and destroy the cult. But it's not coming to fruit. So no matter how hard we push, no matter what we try and offer, nothing is actually being done about it. So I have to try and exhaust all avenues, and you guys seem to be a godsend from Archery. Try that again.
I've not learned that language yet.
Yeah, so basically,
pronounce it.
you're an Archery godsend to come here, and actually the timing that you did. I'm happy to pay you. What would your price be to do set job?
$1 million.
Dr. Evil, no. Not happening.
Okie dokie then.
You're not getting $1 million.
Okay then, make it 2.
Right, yeah,
Well, how
We all
does
huddle round and decide on that much it's going to cost him.
1,500 gold pieces each? Opening offer?
Sounds good.
Make it 2.5 each.
I have a question for you before we take on the job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have the letter? The death threat letter.
I would assume so, yes. Just looking at this.
Can I please have the letter? Just because I wish to examine it.
Okay, he goes and gets the letter.
Who's doing
Oh,
that?
wait, hold on. Right, so no, unfortunately we don't have the letter. Basically,
Do you have the envelope?
no, because basically what it was is it was already rolled up with a piece of hold on 2 seconds while I put my fucking dentures back in. It was sealed, so it was rolled up and sealed with wax. Okay? Once it was read, it burst into flames upon being read. So basically, once the last word was read, it would...
Do you have the ashes?
I think so. What would the ashes provide you?
I need to hold them in my hand for one. I need to hold this for 1 minute in my hand. I need to divine what I can from the information provided in the ashes. Essentially, I am a fortune teller. I have a wide array of different methods of detecting things. If I can have hold of the ashes, at least I should be able to try and divine something useful from them.
Yes, they're ashes.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, I don't think we've got the ashes at all. It was literally dissolved into nothing.
Disintegrate.
First you have the letter, then you don't have the letter, then you have the ashes, but then you don't have the ashes. No, fine.
Shifty.
We'll play your ever receding
Listen, it
game. The
says,
thing is,
may we see the letter threatening the attacker's life. The ultimate note burst into flames upon being read, badly burning the servant who read it to His Excellency. Nothing remains of it.
fair
Hold
enough.
the 7. Hold the 7.
I
up
was
there.
thinking that.
Hope be close.